Mm-hmm. She a jealous bitch.
She a jealous bitch.
Mm-hmm. You're behind schedule.
Huh?
You're behind schedule. Or ahead of schedule.
Oh, yeah. This is my second one today, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that your brine water?
Yeah.
It looks like you're still behind schedule, though.
Yeah, I probably am. I didn't wake up until noon, though.
I got tea today so I could have caffeine in my system. It's going to be really bad for the pre-diabetic part of me, but I don't give a fuck right now.
I'm so hydrated, y'all.
The
I got 2
pre-diabetic
kinds
part
of
of you?
water.
When I went to the doctor last and had blood work done,
Oh, the dairy bar.
I was like 1 point over, I think it's like the ACU or something. It's
ACL.
Yeah, one of the measurements that they use for determining if you're diabetic. And they're
ACI.
like, huh?
ACI.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they said you were 1 point over the threshold. That's considered pre-diabetic.
Yeah. I have a friend that is basically the exact same thing. It's like they volley kind of in between like 3 to 1 points over basically at all times.
Yeah, so they're like, yeah, you need to cut back on sugar. I'm like, got it. So cut back on the amount of sugar in my tea.
Jake!
That is a place to cut sugar. It's a consistent place. I stopped putting sugar in my coffee.
I mean, yeah.
Literally, I drink tea every fucking day. So when it's like,
I'm
oh
slowly
yes,
easing up on my sugar intake on my coffee too.
if I'm that close to being over the limit, it's like, okay, drink a little bit more water or things that don't have sugar in it. Katie got me an energy drink powder mix.
Is it
That's sugar-free.
Gamer Subs?
Yes.
Yep. I know,
I'm so upset with them, but I love their drinks!
God.
I have an entire bin of it in the cupboard. It's not Gamer Subs, but it's another sugar-free
I thought that
caffeine.
you pitched it.
Oh, did I? I couldn't drink it because xylitol doesn't agree with my digestive tract.
I tried that one before. Yeah, this isn't quite the same, and in my opinion...
It doesn't agree with mine either. I tried
This
it.
one tastes better. Especially since I make it more diluted than they recommend.
Yeah.
Because those flavors often get like, I'm gonna punch you in the face!
Yeah.
I
And with
used to
the lack
dilute
of-
my Gatorade too when I was in high school because it was so thick during workouts. So I would take a thing of Gatorade and I would have
Did it taste really, really sweet?
Well, yeah.
It's because you were dehydrated.
Yeah, that's because I was in the middle of a workout. But when it was really, really sweet like that, I wouldn't want to drink it at all.
Yeah.
So I would dilute it ahead of time.
There's also the amount of sodium in Gatorade because Matt actually had to fully stop drinking Gatorade because of how much salt irritates his throat.
Oh.
See,
Gatorade doesn't have enough salt in it. That's why I have these things.
That's because you're drinking brine water.
Your best friend, Matt?
It's literally Gatorade, but with extra salt.
Stop sucking
Like,
so
that's
much
what it
dick,
tastes
you
like.
won't have so
It's
much
just-
salt.
Do you want to taste it?
I kind of do.
Yeah, taste it. This is the grapefruit one.
Oh, that was almost bad. I had one of Nami's balls directly under my foot.
Oh.
It's 1,000 milligrams of salt, baby!
get your potassium!
Your potassium!
I don't like salt.
Yeah.
I knew.
But that was funny.
But you know you can't live without it.
Now I know.
A viewer
Now I know what you're
snaps
drinking.
that face.
And I love these things.
Katie
It tastes really sweet to me is the thing.
Katie says she loves the sound of it.
What? This?
Yeah.
It's really good. It's it's basically Gatorade, but it has 1,000 milligrams of salt in it.
I'll just drink pickle juice when I want salt. I'll stick with that. I like the pickle salt.
I've more or less also cut Gatorade out of my diet because I did not realize how much sugar they put in that.
These things are no sugar. They don't have any sugar in them.
New Micah weakness unlocked.
Yeah, I don't like salt.
I have also stopped drinking Red Bull.
Pickle juice is good too. I never really drank Red Bull.
I used to have one every day while I was working, but I've cut it down to I didn't have any last week or the week before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I first
realize
learned
we were live.
I literally said
so.
we're live.
I eat amnesia.
I know.
Salt amnesia.
Salt amnesia. Knocked it right out of
I was gonna say, I know you have eyes where your ears are, so it might be a little hard for you to hear me.
Yeah, I watched you talk, but I didn't really, bless you. How to defeat Micah. Weapon of choice is a bag of salt, especially
You're
if you
like
put
a
it in a
little
gun.
Especially.
Are you
Shoot me with some rock salt.
If you-
I'll die.
Are you saying that you're a ghost?
And that,
You're
to
a
be
little slug.
fair, if you put a lot of things in guns, it will kill someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's entire YouTube channels dedicated to finding out what you can kill a person with by putting it in a shotgun.
Uh-huh.
I need you to send me some links. I had a thought and it died on impact. God damn it.
Was it a gun?
No,
Was it
actually,
small?
yes. Are you a ghost? Oh no, it was the it was just like the staking someone in the chest is one way to kill a vampire. Well, no shit, that kills most people.
You gotta bless you.
Thank you. Sneezy baby.
Yeah, how are your guys' weeks been? I'm not asking you. I know how your week's been.
Mine's been busy. Not as busy as next week.
The chicky dumplings is done.
Hooray.
Don't bump the camera. I'm
My
watching.
my PTSD said it was time for schizoaffective break, so
Put salt around the door and see if Micah can cross it.
it's like when my dad's friends used to be like, "You still show up on film, huh?"
Wow.
For the longest time,
Funny.
you were the cryptid on this on stream.
I know. Then you moved me, and we got different cameras.
I know, I improved our quality. Now you're less of a cryptid. We know more
And
about
when we
you.
did YouTube, I was the cryptid because I literally only did video editing and didn't participate in any of the gameplay.
We meant specifically on the D&D stream.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
How dare you start on time?
We didn't
Not
even
on
start
time.
on time. We started half an hour late.
Well, I declared that we were going to start at 7:30 because I knew you needed time to wake up.
So we did technically start on time.
Micah
Yeah.
isn't a cryptid. Impossible.
Not all vampires are cryptids.
That's true. But I'm clicking.
But the bugler.
I don't know.
The boogler.
Pretty sure the Granch is on the list of the cryptids.
It might be.
That's what you should have played V Rising as.
The Granch.
The Granch.
Maybe I will make a green vampire.
I might be a vampire. My boyfriend always tells me to enter his house without knocking, and get a permission to enter. I can't do it. I have to knock.
I have to ask, or I have to have somebody let me in. I have to either knock or I have to text someone. Like if I've never been to their house before, or if I've only been there a couple times, I convince myself that I don't actually have the right house.
Oh yeah.
And so I text them from outside like,
the
I'm
first
here!
time.
Okay, so that is much more of a fear of going to the wrong house
The
and
first
not.
time for sure.
Yep.
But like, if I know you well, I will just come into your house.
Yep. I used to do that
I'm
to my
aware.
cousin all the time.
Nope.
Nope.
This is pretty much the only house I'll just go into. Everyone else, like,
Even you guys' house I knock.
if I, like,
I
even if I
should
go to my
more,
mom's
but-
house, I knock on the door when I get there.
No. I do not knock going into my mom or grandma's.
I don't knock coming into your house, but that's because I assume Nami's gonna tell you all that I'm here.
Well, and you have a key.
Yeah.
It's you're in one of those weird niche areas where it's quieter for you to just come in as opposed to knocking on the door first.
Yeah.
I knock on the door, the whole house is gonna be up in arms.
Not the whole house, just the fluffy part of the house.
It makes it sound like the whole house.
Sure does.
The whole, even the fluffy parts locked away in a cage up in my bedroom are like, we heard a sound.
We
Does that
heard
mean-
something. Is it attention time?
Does that mean you're awake as well? No? Okay, well I'm going to go splishy splashy my hands in my water bowl then.
Or throw my sister off the platform, which is
Did
what they were
they-
doing yesterday.
Did they both destroy those full rice puffs before you went to bed last night? I gave each of them a full rice puff.
When I got home today, I basically was a zombie.
okay.
I got home, I ate a pint of ice cream, and I went to sleep.
Yeah, that's, yep.
That says a lot.
You guys aren't gonna like this at all.
It's a solid coping mechanism, I
Two
think.
boof alarms.
Oh yeah, because our house now has alarms.
At least, I will say, Our dogs definitely do the guard dog, watchdog thing. Because Nami doesn't always bark, but when she barks, people are aware that we have a big dog. And Astrid barks at everything, and then Nami comes and looks at it and decides if it's worth barking at.
See, I just have 2 watchdogs, and one of them that doesn't like when things move.
Yeah, the wind at night.
Oh, no. Riley, she doesn't like when things suddenly appear in the yard.
Oh.
She's one of those, like, this wasn't here before.
You need to just start leaving things in the yard to fuck with her.
Yeah, the neighbor's kids left a bicycle in their yard. Or like a tricycle.
Illegal.
And she was like,
She's like, what is that? That's cute.
To be fair, if I had never interacted with a tricycle before, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
on the other side of a fence, away from you.
See, what we
Listen,
learned with
I've done the
Astrid-
same thing with Ziggy. I just kind of look into his yard and go, what the fuck did he just build over there?
Astrid, really likes bunnies. To the point that if I'm walking her, one of our neighbors up the street has a little statue of a bunny in their yard, and every time we walk by it, she will run, hit the end of her leash, and hit the ground.
Yesterday during our walk, she was very concerned about a yard sign.
Oh,
Oh, I remember when they were afraid of the inflatable toys, like, in the yard.
Alright,
I'm gonna grab a food.
I will take this opportunity to start announcements. Hello and welcome to the Sandy Hydra Tavern. I'm your tavern keeper, Jacob. Also, I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts!
That's still pants.
No, they're not.
Shorts is pants.
they're just short pants.
We have arguments later.
They're just short pants. That's why they're called shorts.
We're discussing this later. We are not getting into the discussion of shorts and pants.
So are capris shorts or pants then?
What the fuck are capris?
They're half
Capris
pants.
are like they
They come
go-
up like halfway up your calf.
yeah. They stop like right here.
They're
Those are
shorter than
capris.
pants. So that, by your logic, that makes them shorts.
No, that makes them capris.
They're pants, for the record.
Where do shorts end? Just below the knee? Is that the cutoff for the calling
Well,
them shorts?
I would say like a range around the knee because there's
Yeah.
like different variations of shorts. They're like, oh, this is above the knee shorts.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just wondering
So
where
a
the cutoff
skirt.
is.
now you're getting fucking pedantic, and this was what I was gonna bring up. That was actually gonna be my defense. You can't use that line. That's my line.
Any pants for me can be shorts or capris depending on what size they are and if they're long enough.
And yes, I will say that changes depending on the person.
Fine, I'll go the other direction. Only pants that are made from denim are actually pants.
I can agree with that.
Denim, denim, denim.
Because the other ones are pantaloons.
What?
What about dress pants?
That's a whole new creature.
Trousers.
It's like crabs and lobsters. Like,
They're still
both
crustaceans.
crustaceans.
Well, here's the thing though. The British call underwear pants. That's what pants are to them. Everything is
Now
trousers
hold on.
there.
That's assuming the British are real, and we all know that's not true.
But I literally hung
Next time
out
I
with
see
several
Simon
British
or get a
people
chance
while I
to
was
talk
in
to him,
Denver.
I'm gonna
Fox
say the
slowly grabbing things to wag at you.
What?
can't hit
Okay,
you, so I have
let
to
me
just-
let me reclarify. What kind of drugs were you on when you think you were
Literally
hanging out
none.
with British people? Okay.
Nicotine at the most.
Well,
I don't do drugs.
There is no
possible
Easter
to have a
Bunny,
psychotic break
and there
on
is no
nicotine.
Queen of England.
Not anymore. There's not.
I know. When she passed, I was like, oh my god, Megamind's right now.
The number of us that went,
We should watch that soon.
yeah, it's been almost a year.
Time for the annual Megamind rewatch.
We just really like Megamind.
Most of my friends also really like Megamind.
You an apparition.
I'm good and afraid of the second one.
Oh.
There's a second one?
They're gonna do a Megamind too.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I think it's gonna be a series.
And I don't know. I'm a little afraid. I'm afraid it's going to be kind of like The Incredibles 2, where it was fun, but not as good.
Yeah.
And, like, I've never gone back and watched The Incredibles 2, but I will still go back and watch The Incredibles.
I don't remember watching Incredibles 2, but I know I've seen it. Micah
They
whispered.
really went hard with the libertarian nonsense in the second one.
Huh.
Micah whispered Megamind, and then both the dogs started going bark nuts. Megamind.
All right. So, never got to announcements.
No.
Sure didn't.
Shorts are pants.
Enough
We will
out
have
of
this
you.
discussion later.
Enough out of you.
I had a dog that was afraid of the camera.
No, hold on. No, because I have a good argument. I
No,
can't forget
later.
it. I can't
Later.
forget it.
Write it down.
That's not how ADHD works. If I write it down, it
I'll remind
disappears.
you. I don't have ADHD. I'll remind you. Write it down. I'll remind you to look at the paper later, or your phone.
What are you writing? Tell me.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Do announcements, Jake.
Write
You just
it to
start
me.
talking.
All right. You can join us on our Discord if you want more stupid fucking discussions about pants and shorts.
Oh, this is the pants and shorts conversation still?
No. I'm segueing, god damn it.
So what's the difference between a skirt and a kilt?
No.
Enough.
The plaid.
So if I get a plaid skirt, I can call it a kilt?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay. If it's a plaid pleated skirt, can I call it a kilt?
Yes.
No.
But a kilt is a plaid pleated skirt.
Oh, it has to be wool.
But
We
I'm
know you
allergic.
won't. We know you won't get it, so it can't be.
I'm allergic
Hey,
to wool.
what do we
Yeah.
have on
Kilts.
Humble?
Risk of Rain 2, which anyone that's a Risk of Rain or like a card building game, like you'll like that, I'm sure, because I've seen all my card building friends play Risk of Rain. I've never played it myself.
I haven't either.
It's good.
Lego 2K Drive, which, based on what I'm seeing, it's a Lego racing game.
Those have been
Which
around for a
means it's
while.
probably really good.
Uh-huh.
For no reason.
There's a Warhammer game.
Oh.
Stray Gods, which I feel like we've played at some point. I just don't remember it. Maybe not.
No.
I feel like I would remember if we played Stray Gods, the role-playing musical.
Is this kind of like...
It looks very gay
Monster
from the cover.
Prom?
We'll find out later. It's got me interested. Another one is a guidebook of Babel. Like the Babel Tower.
Oh, okay.
And then Empyrean Galactic Survivor, which survival game.
I thought you were going to
Listen,
tell me
I've got-
that Babbel, the language learning software, had a Humble Bundle, and I was like, might spend the money.
Yeah, so if you follow our link,
They do have a maps bundle right now on Humble too.
ooh. Yeah, so if you follow our link, you can get access to games, which you can help donate to charity. Also send a little kickback to us. I think we get a little bit extra of a kickback if they join Humble monthly as well. But we're not. I'm not gonna.
We get a flat rate if they join Humble Choice.
Okay. So
It's like $2.
either way, whatever you find on Humble to suit your needs, you can help us out as well while you do it. So thank you.
Steam has the Kingdom Hearts games on it right now.
I would rather have a discussion about shorts versus pants.
The Kingdom Hearts games.
I haven't forgotten, Jake.
I don't have time to get into Kingdom Hearts.
Nobody has
You
them.
didn't send me what you were writing.
Give me just a second. There was a bundle that pertains specifically to Matthew, and I need to send it to him before I forget.
I gotta make sure that they're on, but we also have Stream Loots cards. You guys can join in and influence the game.
We still have a queue of NPC names to assign.
Yes, I got 2 of them right here. That I should probably put at the forefront, so whenever an NPC comes up, I don't forget it.
Where are you being?
Let me go double check. stream loots real quick, because I don't want to. Oh, what was that? That wasn't. No.
I love liquid death.
We do too. The liquid death water.
I just love it.
It's like really good.
It's really good.
I don't like it.
How?
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I thought you didn't like the flavored ones.
Okay, what is
This is just water. This is just.
Yeah, I know.
what is so different about it?
It tastes good.
It tastes metallic to
It
me.
just tastes nice.
Okay.
And they use the aluminum so that it's easier to recycle than the plastic.
Yeah, the marketing is very fun. Like if you look into like the backstory of like why he started it, I just think it's a good. It's also just a good brand, and I like that. And it has a very cool can.
And the can is
Not
funny, too.
sponsored.
Not sponsored, but I would love that.
Could
Please,
be.
Liquid
We
Death.
could be.
We could be.
Sponsor Vox.
Sponsor just me.
Sponsor
just
Vox.
send me a lot of Liquid Death. I'll carry a can every time I go to a metal show.
Okay, I send it to you, Micah.
every time,
Anyway.
every time you're on
Micah.
stream,
Every
Send
time
it
I'm
to
on
you.
stream, every time I go to a metal show.
sponsor a player.
No, they did it because the guy
That comes down to the material. a lot
that
of the time.
made the company was going to a lot of like festivals, and like specifically rock and metal festivals, and most of those are usually sponsored or like put on by either energy drink companies or alcohol companies, beer companies specifically. And what the bands would end up having to do, because they would be required to have the cans with them, is they would dump the product out and put water in it because they needed water
Yeah.
to play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then like so that was part of it. And then as people started to try to get away from like alcohol, especially at shows, but they didn't want to feel left out.
Yeah.
Like holding
Something.
a cup of water, you know. That was the other half of it, is that now people who don't want to get a drink, or either alcohol or an energy drink at a show, can hold a very cool can while being hydrated at the show.
Okay.
And it blends in really seamlessly with the tall boys and the other.
Yep. So don't feel left out.
Also, the tagline "Murder your thirst" is fun.
Yeah. I think they're fun.
You should try a sip if you haven't.
I have not.
Yeah, do you want some?
Yeah, it'll be better than the brine.
Yeah, it's literally just nice water.
Yeah, it's nice canned water.
We'll see. I have very specific.
Yeah, if you're picky about water, who knows?
That one's. I'm pretty picky about my canned bottled water.
So I will say, I like that it doesn't taste plasticky.
Yeah. Well, because it's also not. Most
Oh my gosh,
bottled
dogs.
water in the U.S. is tap water that's been distilled. Like 90% of our bottled water is
Disgusting.
just tap water. This is actual spring water.
Yeah.
When it's cold too.
If someone handed me that, I would actually drink it. Would I go out of my way to get it? No, because I'm crazy.
I would, but if I was given a choice between that or like Dasani at a show,
Liquid Death. I would spend the extra $1 for
yeah,
Liquid Death.
I'll give you $3 extra
Yeah.
for Liquid Death. Don't
Alright.
give me Dasani.
Don't give me that.
So before we get into
pay you to give the Dasani to someone else.
before we get into the recap for last week, I have a character question.
Ooh.
I
Do
like
you really?
Water.
Yes, I do. I actually spent time
You
before the
did.
stream while you were
asleep.
waking up to figure one out. I didn't do much other prep, but I got a character question. And this one's funny because it might actually come true once. What is one piece of advice your character would give to your past self if they could time travel?
Oh.
My character to my past self.
Or to your character's
To your
past.
character's past self.
Oh, sorry.
You
Nope.
were like, hey, what?
Yeah,
I
you're
was like,
gonna.
I don't want myth to assess my life.
Oh hell no! Don't get blessed by plants.
Don't use magic in the thrall.
Oh no.
You know what's gonna happen inevitably is one of them is gonna fall off the futon and hit the camera.
They've avoided it thus far, but one day.
One day. Goodness!
Who did you step on?
I wonder if
Why
somebody got pinched.
Why don't you two play outside? Hey, Aaron. Yeah. Would you mind seeing if they want to go out? Go. Go.
Yep, dogs playing and getting upset with each other.
Oh no, that was still play.
Silly. Oh man.
Yeah.
That really weird song is playing again.
What piece of advice would your character give to their past selves?
Which one? To which one?
I'm gonna let you choose. I know for you, character questions are getting a little bit weird.
I know you don't think that you'll need them, but offensive spells do have a place.
Polymorph is not always the best option.
That is not
That hasn't.
that is not advice that we have learned to give yet.
Oh, okay.
They have not suffered the consequences of their actions. For that yet.
It will happen to me eventually, but it hasn't yet.
Maybe a little less fire.
Don't.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah.
Don't go into Elithrall.
Not like a lot, just a little
Just
bit
a little
less.
A little less. Maybe not. Maybe don't jump to fire as your first option every time.
Severity, that Alduin's dead. He can't give that advice.
For Aldwin, it's simple. Don't put on the ring. Wait, what ring? Just don't.
Just don't do it.
Oh man, I should have done that. Just done something completely nonsensical. Be like, we didn't do. Wait.
I did like yours. Don't go to Elithrall.
Don't go to Elithrall.
Is this
Don't
about
do
the
it.
giant fire elemental you rode? What about you, Tal?
Ask Mom more fucking questions. That's what he would tell his past self. Ask her more fucking questions, you'd be less confused right now. Before she ran off into the fucking dragon scar.
Till she went into the post-apocalyptic wasteland that is the Dragon Scar.
Yeah.
All rings are now off limits.
All rings are off limits. Don't fucking put them on.
The other ones know when Aldwin died from a ring, but don't know which one, so it's just a general don't.
Alduin with a absolute fear of rings.
Turns out the one didn't even die to a ring. He just accidentally teleported himself. He got stuck at, and everyone thought he died.
Yeah, it just happened similarly to the time that they got the ring.
Yeah.
Oh shit, different time.
Just splinched their whole head off.
Alright, so, last time on this Hydra Tavern, the Lichbusters were fucking going.
We were not fucking.
We were not.
No.
No.
No, but you wanted to go fuck up Aaron's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a given at this point.
We on our way to fuck up Aaron's shit.
What about this?
Were we on our way?
I
thought
don't
we
know if
were-
that's better.
We're always on our way to
Are they
fuck
still
up
watching
Aaron's
you?
shit.
Oh, they're looking down now.
Yeah, they're
They're
that one's
looking
looking
down.
backwards.
I forgot what I was
She's
going to
upside
say.
down.
Never mind.
You guys had a nice long discussion with Hildebrandy and Greg.
Yeah.
Are you being watched now?
Yeah, a little bit. It does
Yeah.
look like they're-
Aldwin got turned into a slime.
the eye moves. It does that
Don't
thing that furry eye-
perceive me! Don't touch me! Don't look at me! So yes, you got turned into a slime. Oh shoot, what other things? Because I know you guys were discussing going to Aaron's abode.
Maybe
Place.
Aaron's abode.
The creepy cave with singing
Oh,
skeletons.
so now we know Aaron's there.
I don't know.
We don't know if he's actually
I
there.
don't know. The DM just called it.
It's
Aaron's
very
abode.
obviously. It's very obvious that he's been fucking around in there.
It's very
So
obvious.
even if
we
he's
shouldn't
not
go
staying
there.
there.
He's about to find out.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine if he was there and we rolled in and he's like, I was on vacation, and we're like, us too!
Yeah, fucker.
I like how his vacation is murdering Farron.
Well,
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself for my birthday. Dead!
I'm gonna go to town, and I'm gonna get myself something nice. Death.
I'm gonna murder all of my in-laws.
You know,
I gotta take
I
care of
have
some
a
things
new
before I can
idea.
actually relax. Gotta decompress.
I have
Kill
I have a
Farron.
new idea on how to deal with Aaron.
Is it fire?
No, actually.
Okay.
It does
We're
involve
already listening to our past
a
self.
little bit of necromancy.
Well. well.
I'm not necessarily opposed, but I would like to hear more about the
Eldwin
necromancy.
certified, it's fine.
No, tell me about the necromancy, because that Alduin certification might not work here.
So what we do is we bring Aaron's parents back to lecture him.
I support this necromancy.
Be like, just raise up and be like, do you know what your son has been doing?
Are you aware?
LaChancla.
Yeah.
You want to?
By the way, this is your granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, your son has been trying to kill her. Yes, he's a dick.
Something clearly went wrong.
I guess you guys would have to do research to figure out who his parents were.
Would you like to know, speaking of the let me get your parents to lecture you, a really fun sign-off when you get a scam call that I got to test out? If you say, wow, I bet you that your grandma's really proud of you right now.
Oh my god!
A, get pissed and start swearing at you. Or B, hang up immediately.
Good God.
Who?
Just if you're ever that over it.
Noted.
I'm sure your grandmother's proud of you right now.
Night, Lance.
Night, Lance.
Jade asked, are Nakane's grandparents less evil? Well, there
Don't
was
know.
Farron.
One's dead. Well, both of them on mom's side are dead. All of them on mom's side are dead.
Also, Aaron's an elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His parents are probably still alive.
Assuming he didn't kill them.
He may have called them.
He may have.
Oh, Lance redeemed a hydrate.
Yeah, but hell hath no fury than a mother whose son killed her, and then she got brought back to life, and now she's an undead, and now she gets to torment him.
I don't know. Anima took it pretty well.
Depends on the anima.
Oh, so Farron isn't Aaron's dad. No, that's Nakane's side of the family.
Yeah.
No, Farron
Well, I mean,
is
technically-
Cap's dad.
I mean, technically, Aaron and
don't
Farron.
scam call me. Otherwise,
But yeah, Farron and Aaron are technically both on Nakane's side of the family. They're just on different branches.
Yeah. Yeah. Farron is Cap's dad.
who is Mimi's mom?
Man. Oh yeah, so yeah, one of their grandparents is also was the head to the
Yeah,
Church of
was.
Being the important word there.
Just happened.
So yeah, Aaron's just running around killing his in-laws.
yeah, that's what's been happening so far.
Which, to be fair, is like the dream of some people.
now. If
Do you have Alduin in the gorilla midst?
I am so happy it took you that long to see that. Yes, he is.
He did that like 2 seconds after I got down here.
I don't know why. It was just one of those like, fuck it.
It's that way sometimes.
Aldwin after tap dancing on Myth's last nerve.
All right, so I want to make sure that
Still
you...
walking on.
Still tilt.
All right, so
Tap
back,
dancing on stilts.
back to the plot.
Why? You know, I'm tired of the plot. Let's get a new one. How much do we need to pay for a new plot?
I was on vacation.
It's really easy. We could all commit seppuku.
No. No. Chat did their damnedest to do that one time, and I was so tired.
Yeah, you think that lets you escape.
Nakane would try, though. She'd be like, no, I'm not going back. And I was just like,
we haven't really been on the plot for a while. The cost of a new plot is Aaron's head.
again. How many times do we have to
Listen, if
do?
one of us needs to give him head,
No.
Well, yeah, because that's just
that's
gross.
just gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, I
You're
got
not
this.
allowed to.
Don't worry, I got this.
No, you're not allowed to.
What do you mean?
No, you are not giving my sperm donor head.
He could do one
Is-
more donation. That's
Is
all.
this
No.
is this the whole hate fucking thing?
Hate sucking.
You know, I'm really glad I made sure to include the sexual themes in the description for the stream because, yeah, the only thing we didn't add was gambling because
Party mates don't let other party mates suck off their evil father. You really gonna suck off a lich dick?
There are some interesting questions involved there that we're not going to go into.
I believe that's a Baldur's Gate 3 discussion.
Like, for instance, what's left in the scrotum?
Keep the tip. Keep the tip, says Severity. Kiss me, sis.
All right. So, was there any other preparations you guys needed to do before you guys, or we were still kind of doing the recap?
I need a new party.
Yeah, we were starting.
Yeah, I can't.
I
Help
fell
you.
in with the wrong crowd.
Good
I
news.
need a drink.
Good news. One's really easy to swap out. You just gotta kill him, and another one shows the fuck up.
What Aldwin are we on,
Imagine
by the
if
way?
we
Like,
killed
what version?
Alduin.
Artificer
None.
Eldwin.
Oh,
The
fuck.
one I made to
Iron Man.
antagonize Vox.
You made several to antagonize Vox.
I
mean-
liked this Aldwin so far, hilariously enough.
I have made one Eldwin to antagonize Vox. I've also made one to antagonize you, and one to antagonize you.
Alduin
I feel
is
like this one
already in
has
the party.
backfired.
It's
I
pretty
like
easy.
this Aldwin.
You know what's funny about all this? All of them are to antagonize me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The barbarian one was
Jade
to
did play a
antagonize
card in
you.
case it
To have
didn't show
two
up.
wild magic trees.
Jade played a card in case it didn't show
Oh.
up.
It doesn't look like it did.
Activity feed. Oh shit. No.
Jake.
Yes. Jake.
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 Damn it.
Jake.
Had it.
Jake.
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 Jake, you dropped him. Jake.
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 You fucked it up,
Jake.
Jake.
I know.
Jake.
Jake.
Ha-ha!
Jake.
Jake.
Okay, there.
Jake.
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 Oh, you know how technical difficulties are.
Jake. Jake. Jake.
Luckily I handled most of them before the stream started.
Thank you, Katie.
Okay. Fuck. So, I think the last place you guys were at,
Was the tired dagger,
yeah,
I think.
Tired Dagger, you were discussing with, that was where you guys had the discussion with Greg and
Hildebrand.
Hildebrandi.
Didn't we get back to
Hildebrand, Andy's Andy.
well, didn't we get back to Bethel's house because I did a bunch of research with Aldwin about the
Yes.
into the book.
Yes.
I looked at
that was that was how you guys found out more information about the book.
Yeah.
So, enchantment and necromancy magic. And
Yeah.
enchantment magic is highly frowned upon.
Both of those are kind of frowned upon.
Necromancy, depends. I mean, of course. Enchantment magic specifically fucks with people's heads,
Yeah.
and that's why the Temple of Suno does not like it.
The Temple of Suno is the fun police.
Listen,
First and
Temple of
foremost.
Suno
Suggestion
suck
has a
my
place at the table.
And technically, they consider it illegal. I never said you couldn't use it.
Yeah, they're wrong because there are definitely times where it's really good.
Do you want to go tell them and maybe give them a suggestion about it?
Yeah, I should drop it in the suggestion box.
The suggestion box
I
is
hate it here.
the suggestion box just leads to the a fire pit.
You
it's
put
just a
something
sphere
in,
of
it releases
annihilation.
a trap door.
Maybe we should have dumped all those bodies through the suggestion box at Suno's.
How do you want to get rid of a bunch of bodies? Just put it in a black hole.
Jade says suggestion box is a fear of annihilation.
Right. Any other preparations you guys gotta need, or how are you guys gonna make it to the cave?
We haven't gotten that far.
That's why I'm bringing it up. So the cave was, I think it was about 20 minutes outside of town. Faster, of course, if you fly or ride a horse, or you teleport and
Yeah, we could teleport.
get covered in
Crabs.
the thumb snails that ate at Alduin's flesh.
Nom nom.
Like, for too long. It's weird that you slept through all that.
Well, one of those things Nikane will not be doing.
So technically the technical difficulties, the card actually went through. The bot just didn't say anything.
It's also kind of offshore, isn't it?
So the entrance that you guys found, yes, it's like a little bit offshore. Like as the tide goes up and down, it changes.
Imagine the fucking whiplash to opening Discord to the Sandy Hydra Tavern channel and seeing a fucking Homestuck reference as a title to a clip. Jade.
Thank you, Jade.
What was it?
Because Mises intensifies.
I will have to figure out the bot later. I don't know why the bot is not acting correct.
Jade says, you're welcome.
Yeah, one of those things Nikane will not be doing, which is flying because she's terrified of heights.
Okay, but you could also be carried and flown.
Again, terrified of heights.
But you wouldn't have the fear of falling off because you would
Now,
be
how
trapped.
long can... Actually, I mean, you could just shove Nakane in a bag of holding.
Do not shove me in a bag of holding.
Because, like,
Rude. I am
10
not
minutes
luggage.
of air, flying will get you there a lot quicker than the 20-minute
Little
walk.
papoose.
Just gotta make sure to pull her out before 10 minutes are up. You won't feel anything bobbing around, and it's an extra dimensional space.
No,
You're
Clap
just
beak.
floating in there.
no.
Speaking of bags of holding,
No.
Don't let me forget I have
You're not supposed to show him those.
I have a YouTube video.
You're not supposed to show him
you
those.
later. I can't show you on stream because it has a very popular music.
Okay. I'm excited.
We are not shoving the paladin into a bag of holding.
Depends what happens when Paladin Aldwin shows up.
You're not shoving me into a bag of holding.
Oh yeah, there has been...
Haldwin.
Eldwin.
There's been a voice missing in this party.
Titties?
What are we doing, everybody?
Oh, did you finish paying for your breakfast?
Yes.
I'm gonna choose to believe you.
Because fake.
I can't lie.
lie.
Yeah, but, you might really think that you did it right and did it wrong, and I'm gonna assume you did it right.
So, Nick's familiar is a small fairy by the name of Titties.
Not
Nick-
Sprite.
Sprite.
Pixie?
Question.
I think his preference was Sprite.
Yes. Is a small
I
sprite
also like sprites.
named Titties.
Yeah,
Nicknamed Titties because
Well,
we don't know
they call it Starry now.
their like
No, that's
Yeah, he wouldn't give us his
Seer
real
Mystery
name.
got renamed to Starry.
Okay.
This is my familiar, everyone.
Yes, I got a churro.
Good job. So there's a scary cave out of town that we're thinking we're gonna go check out.
Ooh, like what kind of scary?
Like, when I was an animal, I didn't want to go in there because it felt like something would kill me if I went in there.
Well, that's because animals are dumb.
There are some things that I feel like they might know about.
Oh, please. I've seen them do all sorts of silly things. You should see what cats do.
You should see what sprites do.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine if you put a cucumber behind a Sprite and it just... you just see like a puff of glitter?
Alright, so. We're going to a spooky cave.
Yeah.
Where is it?
About 20 minutes outside of town.
That way?
Sure.
Alright, I'll meet you there!
Sounds good.
He doesn't know what a minute is.
I know. That's also not the right direction. You can call him back if you need him, right?
We should probably grab him a churro on the way out, though. I think that...
If nothing else, he will be drawn to the scent of churro.
Just gotta get over the scent of the other churros. Make sure to bring one outside of town so we know.
Fresh one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Alright. So, you guys are gonna make your way through town.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're gonna head out the main gate as
Yeah.
you did before and kind of
Yeah.
cut over there.
Maybe are my friends there on the way out with their beer ponies? Their
Yes.
glittery beer ponies?
Yes, they are.
I'm just gonna let them know kind of where we're going. In case, like, you don't see us.
Oh, we're going to the beach.
We're going to a scary cave at the beach, even. Just kind of, you know, if you never see us again.
They kind of just yay.
Should we maybe like?
Should we be worried about this scary cave?
I mean,
We're gonna
probably
find
a
out.
little. Probably at least a little.
Make sure that you're in the town at night like usual.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. They seem concerned.
Might be a lich there.
Are you actually gonna just drop that there?
Drop that.
Watch them think that she's lying. You heard about the...
Pours himself a drink.
Close enough. I mean, they probably would have heard about the murder at
The cops.
the...
They definitely heard about the murder, but there has been no talk of liches.
Yeah.
The murderer was a lich.
And they didn't get him.
No.
Alright. You sure we should be in the city then? Should we not go to another city?
Well, we're kind of
the
thinking...
festival's here.
We're thinking he might be at the scary cave. So we're gonna go see if we can kill him.
Again.
Again. Properly this time.
All
Do
right.
liches have souls?
They're just broken up in the phylactery, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's their bodies that are like, eh.
God fuck.
Because it just reforms.
Dick fuck.
I'm gonna put his soul in a bottle and shake it.
Put that soul in a box! Now I'm gonna teach you how to
I
kill
do-
liches.
I do technically gain that
How do you
ability.
do that? Kill liches.
I think next level. Ooh.
Put their soul in a box.
Yes.
I'm gonna shake it.
Soul prison?
No, I think it's magic
It's a-
jar.
No, it's
Jar
a
sounds
literal.
good.
It's like a witch thing. I can like yank the soul out of something. Let me find
I'm
it.
gonna shake it.
I'm
like a
sure that
Polaroid
that's
picture.
very illegal.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Is it considered illegal if you do it against a criminal? That depends on who you ask, because that's a philosophical question.
Yeah, and if I had to guess for the Temple of Suno, still not really about it. But they might not actually follow up on it.
Yeah, the spell magic jar is fucking brutal.
Smash it with a hammer. Look, as somebody who has smashed a potent magical item with a hammer, I do not recommend it.
Yeah, it's exercising someone. At 14th level, you can attempt to exercise a living creature's soul. If they fail a wisdom or charisma check, you do a shitload of psychic and necrotic damage, and if
I like the idea. You just do a shitload of damage.
well, and you can like hold onto the soul.
I'm gonna shake it.
Yeah.
Put him in a bouncy ball.
Yeah.
Put it in a stress ball.
Put it inside a ball. Give it to Sharia. And then endless entertainment for days for the entire house.
Yep.
A catnip ball.
With a soul in it. It would probably try to roll.
What did they trap my soul in? Catnip container. Alright. So, it'll take a little bit of time for you to wander your way. Because so far, this was really early in the morning that you guys had gotten here, so you guys are actually going during the day.
Yeah, because it was a little late in the day to be going outside the city.
Yeah.
What? What's wrong with going outside at night?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Want some more thumbnails?
Wait, what time of day is it?
You're a thumb
You want
snail.
another
Morning.
hepaphage? That's how you get a hepaphage.
No, thank you.
No, none of those. No more of those. I'm done with elevations.
Nope.
But are they done with you?
I fucking hope so.
They haven't discovered the delectable, endless pool of food that is Alduin.
Horrifying.
Yeah, you guys don't want to know what happens if one of them gets older.
Nope.
You just reach in there and grab one out of your surprise snack bag. Oh, this one's a warrior.
Oh, no, because they eat age. Even just one Alduin. You never know what that's going to do.
Yeah.
How big of a meal is this? Is this a snack? Is
This doesn't stop. I love it.
endless? Uh-huh.
It's literally
An alchemy jug?
it's MIDI. From season 2. Did you watch season 2 of Made in Abyss yet?
Oh my god, have I? I don't think I have.
Oh, Jake!
You should.
Jake! Jake!
Yeah.
It's even worse than the first season.
It was already pretty bad.
Jake doesn't need any more ideas.
Oh, yes, he
That's what we
does.
can watch.
There's
I-
so many good ideas in the
I
second
am about
season.
to show him an entire YouTube channel full of bad ideas later. Me and Michael literally sat on the couch and watched every single one of this guy's YouTube shorts the other day.
He said don't show it to Jake.
Okay, Made in Abyss. In all honesty, it's probably one of my top 10 anime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
it's
it's
in my
one
top
that
5
does-
easy.
I haven't seen the movie either because I need to
Oh,
do
you
that.
haven't? Okay.
No, it came out and then like shit happened and I was like, get to
It's
it.
my favorite arc.
Um,
Little children in the Eldritch Depression hole.
I love Promise Neverland.
no,
so
no, no, no,
much
no, no,
better
no,
than
no.
that.
Hold on, hold on. Rephrase that. season 1.
I still like season 2. The problem was they should have done a 3rd season.
That's fair. The last episode was stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about anime.
Katie
Yeah.
says she feels like Alduin is variety pop rocks.
Speaking of the Hebaphage,
The mystery flavor hug barrels.
Alright, so you guys are spending about 20 minutes
Yep.
wandering, not through the woods, but it's a very wooded area. You guys can feel the tension rising as you guys are getting closer and closer to that beach.
Does it still feel gross to approach with like...
It doesn't, not the same way that it felt like as you were a bird, because your senses are different. You're not quite picking up on that quite yet.
Do I feel gross?
Well, I mean,
No, you feel fine.
Thanks.
you are covered in armor, so you might be a little sweaty.
Yeah, what type of year is this again? Summer? What's summer like here?
Fucking
Yeah. What season are we in again, Jake?
Isn't it summer? I thought it was summer.
Is this thing real?
fuck is my calendar?
No. Aaron and I.
What
are
else
low
do
on
I?
book
What else
supplies.
of you guys' do I have in my neck? I need to write this down.
I don't think that you have any of my things, actually.
Okay,
think
I can't find my
I
calendar.
know you have my big fuck you sword. That's pretty much all you have of mine because I can't really carry that.
It
well.
was, you guys were, it was near, it's kind of the transition between spring and summer. Because
Beltina.
because in Elithral you guys were mainly dealing with the spring court, and that was actually a period of time that that they were kind of more in power. So
Yeah.
and then you guys hopped out of that, but you guys had time jump, so you're like near the end of spring.
Beltina.
It took me a second to understand what the fuck you were saying.
Yeah. That's the transition point in the Wheel of the Year.
I got so much more research to do. Yeah, so wooded area, you guys come to the beach, and
And I have to piss again.
well, I mean, the ocean's right there.
No, I will say I have to piss again.
Have fun, be safe, use protection.
Don't get thumbnails on your dick.
Yeah, be careful.
Don't get them on your taint either.
Especially not the type. I got crabs from the toilet seat at fire.
Captain Caveman redeemed to hydrate.
Oh my god, I just did it.
Oh my god, there was one thing I didn't do, and this is gonna be a prop, so let me do it now. Alduin, Nakane, Myth, Tell. Alduin, Nakane, Myth, Tell. We got a bigger
What's
prop
that one?
back here if you want. Nakane, Tell, Myth, Alduin. Oh, I thought you were pointing to them! That was me failing a perception check!
Jake, that one. That one.
That's what happens.
So he's easy to get with that stuff tonight, guys.
Good to know.
You know what else?
Alright.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just about to describe a corpse.
I fully forgot that I have been wearing and have been attuned to an amulet of proof against detection this whole time.
They don't need to find you. Yes. There's a corpse on the beach,
Oh.
covered in thumbnails.
Alduin?
Alduin?
Actually, no. When Visaya gets back.
Vox sounds so small going up the stairs.
They sound smaller than Nami going
Yeah.
up the stairs. Then again, Nami sounds like a 300-pound bull charging down the
Ow,
stairs.
Where'd she go?
She probably followed Vox.
I didn't
Is
hear
she in
her.
her
Oh.
kennel?
She did put herself to bed yesterday night.
Yeah, is she in bed?
I don't know if I
Can't see
gave you
through
all.
here.
I don't think I gave you all inspiration tonight.
No.
I still have mine.
Oh, I still have mine as well.
Listen, it's been like a month or so. I have not had practice with the.
I'm gonna grab the water and a little bit of food.
Can you grab me a paper towel while you're up there?
Yes. There's paper towel right here.
Oh, damn it! I almost made it in their tray. Oh, but yeah. I've been watching some YouTube videos again for game design stuff because I've been waiting. I've been waiting on stuff for the pole bar for the workshop stuff, so I've kind of been like, look around. I think I have a new travel system that I can work on. That actually won't be a pain in the ass.
Yay, this is the How to Make Travel Fun.
Yes. And it's the system that I'm looking at was developed by the Pointy Hat.
The pointy hat?
Yeah, that's it's a YouTuber who does a bunch of D&D stuff and complains about D&D a lot, which, you know, I enjoy.
That's us.
I never thought that I'd just sympathize with people complaining about D&D, but then I realized that's just game design. Is complaining about games.
Yeah, for as much shit as I give people that complain about Star Wars constantly, I complain about D&D a lot.
Yeah.
I complain a lot.
You know, I love looking in the mirror and seeing that my skincare routine is actually working.
Oh, good.
I'm on a skincare journey now.
Are you trying to get more color?
No,
I don't.
I'm trying to fix like the texture of my skin because
Okay.
I am finding out that I have been living my entire life thinking that I have combination skin. I am wrong. I have oily skin, and I have always had oily skin. So the texture of my skin is really bad, like especially across my nose and my cheeks, because I have oily skin, which means big pores and lots of really obvious sebum. So like my nose kind of looks like a strawberry all the time. Yes. And
Especially since I started the tea.
yeah.
I wasn't sure for the longest time, and then I started tea and I knew what my skin type was all of a sudden.
Yep. Suddenly it's really obvious.
I know nothing about skin
And
types.
I switched to the Cetaphil wash.
Oh yeah.
That's like done 80%. I'm still breaking out, like where I'm starting to get hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's what I've noticed. Every place that there's gonna be a hair or there has been a hair, I have had a blackhead or a pimple there. And it's starting on my chest now because I finally got my first couple of little chest hairs.
Wow.
Captain Caveman, I have oily skin. Don't tell the government.
Don't tell
Yeah, they'll invade you.
America!
They'll get you. No, I started.
Maybe I want to get invaded by the government.
This
No, you
pasta is so oily, the U.S.
You were
is about to
already
declare war on it.
You were already in the Navy. Why do you want to go through that again?
That face.
I actually had worse acne before the testosterone. It's just back
So,
as an adult now.
transitioning back to D&D. There's
Yeah,
a body on the
transitioning.
beach.
Oh, okay, great.
It's covered in thumbnails.
Great.
You're not really sure much about them from this distance, especially with the thumbnails on them and the dissolving of skin. So there's...
Is there a spirit around?
Yes, if you look hard enough, but it is the middle of the day. So this spirit is very much kind of... It's more lethargic, just kind
Yeah.
of like...
Is he kind of lingering around the body?
A bit, yeah. It seems
Okay.
that whatever, at this point I've already said that it was a he, he's kind of hovering by the water.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna leave it then. I was trying to check and see because based on what we could tell from the bodies that were fucked with by Aaron, the spirits were not. They were gone. So I'm going to
Assume this is just a case
assume
of...
this is just bad luck.
Someone had a bad night.
Is this... When we get closer to the body, like... Because I'm assuming we've got to walk by it to get where we're going.
Yes, absolutely. Because, you know what? Maybe I should actually draw this fucking beach.
Oh.
Let's see if I have... Pulling out the big book.
I have some very sad news.
You forgot to plug in the table?
No.
No, I plugged in the table.
My D60 is not on the playmat or in my dice tray, and since it's so round, it's over there!
Yeah, it rolled on the floor a few days ago and I picked it up. I just didn't...
I was
put it
just
in the-
assuming the dogs got it.
No, it did make it to the floor.
None of these are good for this. I gotta... You know, maybe I need to spend some time back here and just go through all the shit that I have. Mm-hmm. Because I have a lot of
Fuel
shit.
or jet fuel from plastics. Neat. Interesting.
Oh, hey, cool. Oh, no, this
Could we
doesn't
do
work.
that to get rid
I mean,
of some of
this
the
is a
excess?
beach,
It is a beach?
but, it doesn't help me describe the shape of things.
You're a beach.
You could draw on that beach.
I was just gonna draw the outline, the outline map of the beach. And of course, this one doesn't work. That's a permanent marker. If I use a permanent marker on this, I'm gonna
Yeah, don't do
stab
that.
myself.
Not the permanent. Make sure that one's not permanent.
It's not.
Okay.
You sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Yep.
Make sure that
100%.
it's wet erase, not dry erase.
It is wet erase.
Good job.
Are you supposed to use wet erase
Okay.
on those ones?
Yes.
Apparently, the plan for Father's Day tomorrow is to take Grandpa to the dairy barn.
Okay.
Which I have not been to in...
I don't know what that is, so...
It's a
have
little
fun.
ice cream shop.
I will not be driving up to see my dad for Father's Day.
No?
My dad's here.
You gonna go give him a shake?
Maybe.
My dad lives 8 hours away.
Oh, yikes. Yeesh. Is that northern Michigan somewhere?
The very tip of the UP.
Yeah.
He lives in the...
This
in
one.
The, yeah, he lives in the...
Yeah.
He,
I figured that it was like up in that little.
he lives 30 minutes from the very northern tip of Michigan.
That was really fun in college with the
I
kids
miss
that
that
weren't
place.
from Michigan. If
I
they
miss-
would ask where we were from.
Oh yeah.
I miss the.
The very very.
I need to go
northern.
back.
They were like,
All right,
why
so
do you keep doing this?
I have a map of the beach now.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, the...
Okay.
Does this make sense?
yeah.
Okay, so
I like
Perfect
the stick
sense.
figure man.
beach. That's the dead body. You guys came from.
That side?
Mhm.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a pathway that kind of leads back.
Okay.
Because this place, it does seem like it does get used for various.
Isn't it nice not to need to go? Can you need to go?
Oh yeah, so I also marked the cave is over here.
Okay.
So to give you guys a perspective of everything. Right.
Would you inform us that this person is, in fact, expired? At a distance?
Me?
Yeah. I can't see ghosts.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So as you're walking along, as you kind of like
I
walk
can't see
by
ghosts.
by the beach, and as you get closer to the corpse, the spirit comes into view of Tell. So, because if I'm correct, it's 120 or 60 feet for your ghosty vision.
Eyeballs.
Sir.
I'm so sorry. I got distracted. One more time. I'm putting my phone away.
How much is your ghost vision?
How
How far out?
It's my normal sight line into the ethereal with the robe of eyes. All directions, advantage on perception. It's light outside, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as far as I would normally be able to see, just in the ethereal, I think.
Okay. So
Let me double check.
the bigger thing is that like during the day, it's kind of like looking. You can see into the ethereal, but the sun doesn't exactly make that easy.
Oh, out to a range of 120 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. If I didn't before,
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah.
I do as
Cool.
a tiefling, I think.
I'm making sure.
Do I?
I don't think
That
tieflings
flavor.
have dark vision.
Damia did.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborns don't.
Yeah.
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 Which seems backwards to me, because tieflings come from humans by base D&D lore, and dragonborn come from dragons, which do have dark vision.
It's so weird. Wait, how far away is the corpse? Is it 120 feet away from me?
From here, no. You have a little bit of ways to go, but like you guys see that the body's there,
Right.
and as you guys are kind of moving there, like you know the range of your vision,
Right.
so you know, okay, you'd be looking for a corpse, but a little far away. As you walk closer, the body kind of like
There he is.
comes into your focus. Hard to see again because the sun
Because it's
is
daylight.
yeah.
But definitely see a spirit
Mm-hmm.
kind of floating around the body by the ocean.
Yep, very lethargic. Usually, this is kind of
Does
like
he look similar to the body? Based on like
Not
what I can
anymore.
see? Not anymore. Yeah.
yeah. He's kind of missing a lot of his skin. But it
Is
appears
there
that
any hair left?
No.
The body?
uh
Or is
There-
there hair like that has sloughed off that is like on the sand that I can discern the color of?
yes, you might have to get a bit closer though, because
I'll get
sand's
a
everywhere
little
in the.
closer.
Okay. The
I'm gonna get the body out of the water.
it's on the beach.
Okay. But like enough that when the tide comes in,
Do you want to grab this thing covered in thumb snails?
No.
I want to grab the clothes.
Or is
Okay.
it completely like
You-
coated?
As you grab the clothes and try to pull it, the clothes just rip right off. As you notice, there are huge just holes where the thumb snails
Have
were
just eaten through it.
eaten through the shirt. So it effectively does nothing.
I'm gonna grab my crowbar, and I'm just gonna hook the end under a rib and
Okay. Accepting this as a body, treating it like that, just
yep, like alright.
meat hook it.
Yeah. It's better than them.
You know, if I was a smarter individual, I would have just picked it up and moved it for you, since I'm wearing full armor.
Well, I guess if we find another one, do that next time. I'm gonna splash the end of my crowbar in the water for a bit.
Yeah, so pulling it out. Inspecting closer, you notice that the hair color is similar. It's a darker brown. As you get closer, you can also start to recognize a few more features about this individual. This is a dwarf, which is kind of tragic because they're not great swimmers to begin with. So it's brown-haired dwarf.
Are you okay?
Oh, are you talking to the spirit? Or are you talking
Are you
to me?
okay?
Huh?
Brown-haired dwarf dead on the beach.
Shut the
Can't swim very well.
Okay.
Projecting a little bit
Jake's
today,
working
are
some
we?
things. Jake's working some things out.
Yes, I want my entire body covered in a snail that dissolves my flesh. That's what I'm projecting.
You know, I understand that sometimes we work through fear of death by, like, exploring with it and understanding that you might have a fear of drowning. Really? Thanks for sharing that with us today.
You know what really sucks is loving the water and then also being terrified of drowning.
I can imagine that that would really suck as a person that just likes the water.
Unfortunately, my buoyancy point is below the surface of the water. So it's very easy for me to drown.
Yeah, and my buoyancy point is at the surface of the water happily.
Not for fucking long.
I
Oh,
don't.
no.
I don't know what my buoyancy point is anymore.
I don't think starting tea is going to change my my ability to swim.
Yeah, I can't float very well either. Like my lower half
When I was younger,
will just.
I was 120 pounds wet. I didn't break 90 pounds until like I was 15 or something.
I still haven't.
Yeah, so the only difference was that I didn't have something eating me. I didn't have the consumption. And I was a martial artist.
Yeah.
So I was just dense.
Yeah.
My mom had me in like the toddler swimming classes, so I knew how to swim before I knew how to walk. So
Yeah.
I
I just grew up on a lake.
Wait, what? No, we are talking about buoyancy. It's not a euphemism. My wife says because she does have built-in flotation devices.
Yes, she does.
the way that you find out your buoyancy point is floating in the pool. And if naturally you sink below the water, your buoyancy point is below the water.
Which really sucks, because in order to swim, you have to expend that much more energy to swim upwards instead of just across.
That is why I did not like swimming when I was a kid, because I spent all of my energy trying to breathe.
And I'm a person that can just float and kick and like keep my arms at the side and
cannot.
do shit.
I can't.
They had us doing like the 10-pound medicine balls, throwing them back and forth while we were in the water.
I can do the dead man's float.
I can't do that.
I mean, I say that, but I can only do it as long as I can hold my breath.
I could only do it. So, in the Navy, they do a dead man float test. Mm-hmm. And the way you do it, I don't know if you know this, but the military wears very specific uniforms that when wet, the fibers expand and become airtight.
Oh.
So, if you fall into a deep body of water, you pull open your uniform and you can shovel air in and then duck your hand under, and your uniform will turn into a flotation device.
That's
the problem
fucking
is
cool.
it all goes to your back. So you have to float face down.
But you know what? That's progress. It shouldn't take much for you to get a gulp of air if you're near the surface.
You would fucking think, but I failed the test!
See, that has more to do about you than...
Yeah, I'm not a strong swimmer unless I'm fully submerged under the water.
I'm not a strong swimmer, but I'm a strong driver, and I can drive a boat.
Just leave me in the
Strong driver is a strong term for what you are, Mr. Oh, that's a red light!
Put me in the lake. Just put me there.
That's my
I'll
perception.
find my way out.
Okay, anyway, we're back to the beach.
Oh yeah, I go swimming.
Oh!
Myth, no.
Float. I become a dolphin.
Okay. So yeah, as you get closer, you recognize that it's a dwarf who drowned. More than likely got really drunk,
Yeah.
fell off the city.
You know, we get about 270 of these a year during the Festival of Holy Water.
That does not surprise me.
All these people come from out of town and then they don't pay attention. They get drunk, they wander off.
Especially if
They
you're
fall
in
off the city.
especially if you're in the Undercity part, where like
Where there's like big open.
probably more
You
shit
know,
going
I wonder
on.
how many of them are actually just discards from the Undercity that they...
You know? Yeah,
Do you think
know if
Mr.
that's,
Nibbles
like, a
would just tell
benefit?
us if we asked
I
him?
don't know.
He might. He might at this point.
I don't know, because it seems really
We
convenient.
would just have to
'cause
phrase
usually we
it-
only get like 20 of these a year, but then like we get over 200 of them every time we do the Festival of Holy Water.
Right.
So that just
Maybe they're
seems like
sort
a
of
lot.
using it like
Yeah,
a cover. Like,
yeah.
oh, people are crazy and drunk right now. We'll just
Like, here's our last few months of cleanup.
yeah.
Hey, you guys found a dead body?
We did!
We sure did.
Don't
I'm glad
touch
you
it
found
though.
us. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
These, and it's gonna kind of point to the back of the shells.
Touch it.
I'm gonna touch it!
No!
If you get one of these on you, it'll melt you.
Okay.
Okay.
You should
Oh,
touch
he
one.
has had
You
so
should-
much sugar today.
you
He
should
had so
touch
many
one.
churros.
You should touch one.
Aldwin,
What?
Aldwin?
stop it.
Tell's gonna snatch. Don't listen to Aldwin.
You can
going to-
feel titties vibrating.
Yeah.
What did you find?
What do you mean, what did I find? I didn't find anything.
Lunch? Did you find lunch?
No. I think I've only had that churro. I got it from a man. He had funny hair, and he told me I could just have it.
Okay. What kind of funny hair? Can you
Hold
maybe
on.
draw me a picture?
Hold on. Coffee. But
Your heartbeat explode, and it's not sweet. That's black coffee.
Yeah, he's not going to like that as much.
Do I smell
Get
a
him one
churro?
of those like crazy
You
fancy
do
lattes.
actually smell a churro. And Mitt's gonna fish out the churro from on the way out.
You kind of the image you get from this is the sound of his teeth.
The guy that eats the watermelon.
He sounds like a paper shredder.
That was amazing.
So what kind of funny hair, titties?
Let's see. It was purple, and then it was red, and then it was green. I don't know. It kept changing colors. Wait. Am I seeing things?
Is your Sprite drugged out?
I think so.
is that psychedelics?
I think so.
Do I know whether or
Titties,
not...
do you have another one of those churros?
Do I know whether or not the same thing that cures drunkenness can cure this? What is that?
So, you do not know what it is that he's under the effects of. So
Let's
until you
try it.
do some more investigation,
Lesser restoration.
That's it.
Is there maybe some sunleaf in that? Because it's daytime.
what's sunleaf?
Remember, you're supposed to use an opposite?
Sun. What's a sunleaf?
I-
Is it like the titty candies?
I take both. Like, I don't know.
Man, where did you guys get those titty candies?
I'm gonna lesser resto him. Just to see if it does anything.
Does not seem to have any effect.
Okay.
We got
that
them in-
tickled.
We got them in the desert.
I should go to the desert.
No, you should
It's
not go to the
ice
desert.
right
yes.
now.
And it doesn't sound like a desert.
Yeah, it used to be a desert. That was before we met you. Remember how we said things were weird out here?
We have to save the desert.
Titties just suddenly became personally invested in our campaign.
It was from a place called the Rough and Tumble.
I'm gonna have to remember that name.
It was a sex shop.
Do you want one of those?
Okay.
Myth's gonna grab a.
He's absolutely trying to slow down. He's like, want to enjoy?
Do we have any moonleaf?
Isn't taking both of them at the same time like
Titties kind of like flies up a bit, and then he starts flying in circles really quickly.
I think he'll just tire himself out.
I think he'll be okay.
I'm worried about him giving us away in the
does
cave.
titties
I
shed
don't know if he'll
light?
be awake all the way into the cave.
We'll see if he tires himself out.
God, this is the weirdest campaign I've ever run.
Tell pulls out like a little reflective thing. I'm sure he.
Oh, like a mirror?
Yes.
Little.
And he gets it when
You-
he gets the
you-
sun.
You pull out this shiny object, and within the span of time, this little sprite has figured out there's a shiny there. Titties is already face into it, like,
Titties, I want you to close your eyes. No. Keep them closed. Keep them closed for a long time. And he's gonna while
Keep them
Titties
closed
has his-
forever.
I'm
Forever!
gonna play rock.
Tel's gonna make a laser pointer.
The little
gonna-
sun reflector.
Yes, he's gonna do a sun reflectee on the ground
Okay.
to see if he can get Titties to chase it like a cat. He's gonna try to tire him out. That's the goal. That's what we're trying here.
Okay. First of all, you're struggling to have Titties keep his eyes closed.
Uh-huh.
Because you say forever. He holds it for like 3 seconds and
He's
then
like-
opens his eyes.
Gets it behind his back. Where did it go?
Is it behind your back?
No.
That was
that over there?
suspicious.
What's that?
Tell him.
And he gets it out to do the light,
That's shiny too!
and he's gonna.
Nakani is very far.
Just rockets into the fucking sand face first.
Nakani is also
Titties
afraid
has
of
gained a
water
burrow
growing
speed.
up in the desert, so she is a little bit away from the water, just like,
You wanna go for a swim, Nakani?
no, I don't swim.
A little bit of a swim?
No, I'm from the desert. I don't swim.
You guys
I mean,
had
you
that
probably
lake
float. You got
there
the-
by the southern spear.
You know.
No.
This is the weirdest beach day with a corpse.
The beach episode of this anime is really weird.
Nakani
You
is
used to
like,
get in the water.
Nobody's in beachwear. There's a corpse. We're playing with
Two
a
of them
laser
are in
pointer.
full armor.
no.
One
There were
random
unspeakable
druggie.
horrors. There are unspeakable horrors in the water.
They're just called jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
They're
they taste-
very sweet. Yeah, you should go munch on one.
They're out there?
Yeah.
Can you swim?
He can fly. Of course he can swim.
I don't know yet!
Let's find out in the shallows first. Right here. See what happens if you're like up to your waist.
Titties drops. But I can stand.
Okay, now keep going a little bit.
Titties flies up, flies out really far, and then drops in.
Do I hear Tiny screaming?
No, there's momentary bubbles. Then they stop for a second. And then there's a lot more of them.
I'm gonna wade out.
Nakani looks horrified that Myth is like going into the water right now.
If you're not dead, the thumb screws aren't a big deal.
Dead or unconscious.
I'm assuming it won't take me super long to get. I'm just gonna kinda. You can't swim.
Jellyfish taste bad. Don't eat the spaghetti things. They really don't taste good. Wait,
Tell
Yes.
when you're gonna need a resto or something. And you just see Titty's eyes bulging out with his little tongue.
Okay. Okay. Once they get back out of the water, he'll let the resto again.
You lied.
Of course.
I can't
What did
lie.
what did I tell
I'm
you?
a half elf. I'm like
Dealing
you.
with
That's a lie.
Shut up, Tell! Shut up! Shut up!
What did I say about listening to Aldwin? We don't listen to Aldwin. Don't do anything he says.
You good?
Hey, titties.
What?
I have some honey.
Sounds great right now, but my face hurts.
Honey will actually help with that.
Yeah, what's usually the...
Usually the thing for stings, don't pee on it.
Yeah.
It's just warm water.
Yeah.
It's just warm water.
Being on it actually might make it worse.
It does.
It's almost
They've
like putting
tested
something
it.
full of bacteria in an open wound is a bad idea.
Crazy, right? Warm water. If you get stung by a jellyfish, warm water. Don't pee on it. Warm water.
Don't pee on it. Don't pee on it.
If you get bit by a snake, don't suck the poison out. That's stupid. That doesn't work. Go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital.
If a hospital is really, really, really far away and it's a last resort, tourniquets also help.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But last
God.
resort, because you might lose the
right.
limb.
We've got to cure wounds on titties.
Oh, good.
Good.
Oh, damn, there goes all my hard work. Sorry about your Sprite.
No, you're not.
I've decided this old one is very vindictive.
Man. That was fun. Not the jellyfish part. Those are disgusting.
What did it taste like?
Kind of like, wasn't so much the taste, but the texture sucked. It tasted like salt water.
Was that the salt
Elwood
water?
pulls out his notebook and starts writing down notes.
I have jellyfish in the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
We could try some.
I would like to try some. Titty's taste buds for anything that's not sweet.
Interesting.
I like candy, cane, candy corn, and syrup.
What happens if we just give him a pile of salt and tell him it's sugar?
That's a lie and mean.
I would never lie to titties.
You just
Ooh.
did.
No.
Wow, you guys were hard to find.
You found it was pretty easy, I thought.
I think that was the churro. I kind of went around the city.
Oh. Did you like the festival?
I mean, most of it was a blur.
Yeah.
How fast did you go around the city?
Well,
If you give a Sprite psychedelics, do they increase in speed?
I don't know.
Elwood pulls out his notebook and starts writing down more notes. I think I may have just discovered a free energy.
I went around the city at least once looking for this spooky cave. Realized that it wasn't on the wall, so I had to go a little further out and loop around a few more times.
Well, you went very quickly.
Jake, how wide is the city?
Big.
It takes you guys at least like 20 minutes at least to get through it on foot, and that's when it's not crowded.
So only a mile wide?
Something around there.
Okay. So figure he's doing expanding loops. Hold on, I gotta do some math.
Figure out how fast titties went.
Yeah.
There. I drew a little you reacting to the rocks. Meh.
Oh, hey, is that the cave you guys were talking about?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, it just looks like a cave.
It wasn't really bad until I went inside last time.
Okay. Titty starts floating over there.
All right.
Off we go.
Did you hear my dog snoring?
Yeah.
She's playing rock.
Titties is going straight in.
This tracks.
Yep. Off we go.
Titty starts to glow.
Oh.
Dang it. You took away what I was gonna do. I was gonna
My
grab
fault.
him and do a little
Oh.
and see.
Oh. He got in there, realized, it's dark in here.
That answers that question.
Oh. Fox is writing things down furiously.
It's not important.
Oh, okay.
It's, I'm filling in some magic item stuff that I didn't have written down.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so,
Into
Yes,
the
very
awful cave.
you guys going in any specific order, any way that you guys are approaching exploring this cave? And-
Quietly.
And do I need to answer any specific questions regarding City Keep. Also, I think I need some water.
Okay.
Do you want a liquid death? I have three.
Not to drink.
Ah.
Wet erase.
Oh.
Oh, also I could use a paper towel.
Do you want to take break a little bit
Oh
early?
yeah. So we'll actually. That's the perfect time because I haven't had anything to eat yet.
Yeah. We can just take break a little early and get reset before we...
So yeah. When we return, spelunking time.
Spelunking.
I'm gonna go take a shot. Not of alcohol.
Oh, I need to find the right.
Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. We're traveling along on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. We'll drink ale anyway. Nightwood grows heavy, stout grows trim. Harefoot gets hairy. Raise your flagons and fill 'em to the brim. That's alright and that's okay, 'cause we're all halflings anyway. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Dragon so dark, dark as night, failed to fly from the arrow's bite, fell from above on the tailor's house. Hey everybody, get your dragon suit and blouse! This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Tired of the road, tired of the sun, miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore, we're traveling along on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay, we'll drink ale anyway.
All the warmth and comforts that I miss upon the sea, the rest do look so paltry small when I compare to thee. Oh, Molly's bright, the best girls in the land, and to your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Short in stature, laid out drink, a dwarf who's parched and dry, then run you ragged through the night, all hedonized for your delights. Oh, Molly's bright, no wonder I can stand, and travel far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be. Adored and so at home you'll feel when you're at Molly's dive, till money's spent I'd not frequent another tavern of the night. Oh, Molly's brides, they'll take you by the hand, all those girls who laugh and tales they calling on Molly's brides. And gals from distant lands, exotic, dark and fine, just take your pick and enter in, the worries vanish in no time. Oh, Molly's brides, the most exotic band, and it's down other parts of fair sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be.
Sing with me, yeah.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
The skirt of the seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger boat is what we see. Aboard the vessel and get a copper, raise your kettles and have a fire. Blunder to fill 'em with plum.
We are buccaneers.
Now let's celebrate with rum.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite fresh it's to the wind. When suddenly appears the Kraken,
Blow me down.
must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring a spring upon her for the love of Neptune, hey behold.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
All hands above, get the chest to the boats. We need to scuttle and get to the shore.
And hold me earnings.
Don't leave a piece of aid. Let's get to the coast where the fiddlers bring away. Finally got to the sun while the ship sinks in the water.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I really need a clap of thunder. We'll see each other again. You monster, I'll beat you up. Now let's find a place to drink and crack the Jenny stick.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
Sing with me, yeah.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about more. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
The skirt of the seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger is what we see. Aboard the vessel and get a copper. Raise your kettles and have a fire. Blunder to fill 'em with plum. Now let's celebrate with rum.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about boy, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine.
Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind, when suddenly appears the Kraken.
Blow me down.
Must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring the spring upon her, for the love of Neptune, hey behold.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you about boy, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine.
All hands aboard.
Ah, shit. My camera got touched.
Dang it.
Micah will be with us in a bit. They are in the middle of taking their tea shot. Yeah, so I have to bring this up because I found these today. So I like sour candy.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting to find tropical llamas.
Tropical llamas. They're really tasty.
I haven't actually.
I poked myself in the vein.
Ooh.
Oh no, you got a vein?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It bled.
Picky.
But yeah, there weren't. It was very hard for me to pass up seeing tropical llamas
Yeah.
and not.
Tropical llamas.
Understandable.
Oh,
Jake
you're
broke
gonna
them
need
open, I had
to
some.
need to let me try one of those.
Yeah, same.
Here, I'll pass. Great.
But yeah.
For me, it was not a yay. That's very valid. They're like little.
They're really silly. I would assume they were dinosaurs if I didn't know they were
Yeah.
llamas.
They're a good density.
All right. So, we are going to be doing spelunking.
Spelunking. Good thing I have a immovable rod.
We love an immovable rod.
I also have not been giving myself advantage on stealth, even though I have Boots of Elven kind of tuned.
You haven't really needed it.
I mean, that's true. I just know that the couple times we have had to do stealth, I definitely did not give myself advantage.
Yeah.
There's no point in me trying to be silly.
Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank.
Well, that would just, like,
It's almost like you can split the party or something.
well, well, wouldn't it just nix out your, or, like, even out your disadvantage? Because you get disadvantage, right, on stealth checks? Because you wear heavy armor? Wearing Boots of Elvenkind, wouldn't that just
I don't
make
know.
it into a normal check?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is correct.
So there would be a point. You just wouldn't have disadvantage, which would be great.
All right. So,
He says, I want
Does that mean if you have 2 things that give you advantage on stealth that you just get regular advantage?
Oh,
That's
I'm
how I
sorry.
would
Was
roll it.
another animal
Not
besides you being
me.
talked about, so you woke up to be a jealous bitch?
Oh no, I think it's Shiro, actually.
because the way I look at that is that, like,
It's both of them.
overwhelmingly you have stuff helping you be stealthy. So it would make sense that the first advantage would cancel out the disadvantage, and then the second advantage would actually let you have advantage. that means more disadvantages can also.
As far as party order, well, I'm the tanky one, so I'm probably out in front with titties.
Well, would you like me to describe the entrance of
Yes.
this cave first? Tell us all. All right. So, unfortunately for you guys to get in here, you do have to wade through some water at this point.
Nakade's very unhappy about it.
Can I, before we go in, I just want to make sure that we don't have, like, I don't know, cave moth or something up there?
Ah! You're going to look to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. From what you can, because you're at the part where there's still daylight coming in, there is nothing on the ceiling.
Cool, cool. I'm going to grab one of my little light ball bearings,
Okay.
and I'm going to make myself a little torch.
All right. So, and I would say at this point,
Is it that we have to walk through the water because is it tall? Say we were on top of the water.
The
Would
cave
it be
is
tall
partially
enough?
submerged during high tide.
so what it is that the entrance of the cave is just like partially submerged. When I say wading through water, you're going like up to your calf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot right
Great.
now.
Great.
So, the entrance of the cave, you have to wade through a little bit of water, and as you do, you can kind of see where it like comes up. There's sand inside the cave as well. Several rocks sticking up out of the water to because this is a rocky formation, and the cave starts up much wider, and then it narrows very quickly and kind of turns. So I kind of drew it here.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is where you begin.
Oh, then I'm going to take another ball bearing, and I'm just gonna...
Right. Yep. Bounces across some rocks. Blows up a little bit on the inside. You can't see that much further, but it does look like there is a bit of a chamber.
And nobody's immediately going, what is that?
Yeah, no, nobody's going, who's there? Must have been the wind.
I should probably, 1 second, I need to start a ball bearing count. So I'm down to 977 of them. But one is in play.
All right. So, with this knowledge, where or what order are you guys? How are you guys trying to get further in?
Carefully.
Okay, so like you're kind of, are you gonna like
Yeah.
duck in and squeeze through?
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
probably like second or third in line, in the middle somewhere.
I'll bring up the rear since I have the
Eyeballs.
eyeballs. As usual.
Hear me out. I know you're the tank, but it might be better to have me go first, and then my lights start shining flashlights out of them.
Fair. Right, you go first, then I'll go second, and miss and tell.
Flashlights.
Your high beams.
Oh my god! My high beams. Jake, can I move my lights to my fucking nipples?
Whatever you want. I'm fine with that.
Cursed.
Because all you'd have to say is, oh well, this is just a different version of Artificer Alduin, where he did this. I don't care.
I turn on my high beams.
Wow, those are bright.
Thanks! I made them myself!
Didn't you know that you wanted
It's
children
even
of
funnier
our own
because this is
town?
the female Aldwin.
Alright, so sounds like Alduin is stepping through first.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, you're playing a female. I need to. All right, so Alduin, how about you go ahead and give me a perception check? With disadvantage.
This version of all.
But what about my high beams?
Well, that has nothing to do with the fact that Jade asked you to have or didn't ask you, told you you had disadvantage.
Why does Jade hate me?
But that is not a question I can answer.
12.
12?
12.
All right.
I will be checking the ceiling, by the way.
Okay.
Jacob.
All right. So the next chamber you come across splits out into, there's a few different directions. There's one that looks almost walkable. There's one that you might have trouble squeezing through, especially those of you in armor.
Which one is the way that I came as a bird? Because we came in a little ways.
Well, yeah. So you came in to about this area, and that's when you started
Okay.
getting
No, thank you.
bad juju vibes.
Uh-huh.
You may have gotten into here, but
Okay.
by that point you would have been like,
I'm good. Gonna leave now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are 3 paths that you guys can take. One of them seems a little tight for 2 of your companions.
Me.
No,
Me.
the ones in armor.
Yeah.
You-
Flesh compacts, metal does not.
Yeah.
and you can kind of like navigate.
And I can.
around.
I thought you meant tall.
But yeah, other than that, inside this chamber, doesn't seem to be a whole lot.
You said there's 3 paths, right?
Yes.
That's the one
Okay, so
that's
The
not
middle
walkable.
one is tight.
so this is not going to be accurate to the cardinal directions in the world, but I just need
Yeah.
we need a compass rose.
Just
So then-
an obligatory one.
The North
Yes.
Pass is the one that's really, really tight.
Yes, the
Yeah.
North Pass is the one that's super tight, and then
Advantage to Alduin.
Oh.
Is it from Jade? Because I said she hates me.
Yeah. Hey, Alduin's a girl. I need to stop being mean to Alduin now. There you go. That was the problem.
you needed to get tits.
Aldrin just had to not be a boy.
So yeah,
Yep.
so the passage on the east side. Oh god, this is gonna be more confusing for me too. The passage on the east side looks almost walkable, and then the passage on the west side, it might be a little cramped, but you could reasonably get yourselves through it. It just might take a little bit of time.
Do they seem really long, or like, like that it turns like an abrupt corner or something? Like, is this something that if I were to just do like a quick peek?
How
For-
deep do my high beams reach?
Yeah.
All right.
Ace Jade redeemed 13 stream loots chests.
You just stopped completely.
I can't help you with that. I'm not at a computer.
He completely froze.
Wait, what just happened?
Jade redeemed 13 stream loots chests. Had Jake went,
Oh my god.
huh?
That's a bitch I hear.
That's not. Okay.
That's not a very nice thing to say to my dog.
Your dog's not over here.
Your dog's behind you.
I could have swore I heard her come down.
She came down the stairs with me.
Oh, and then Shiro's yelling at you.
I thought you were continuing on the part of the
Come here,
joke.
lumpy bumpy boy.
Your dog.
Oh, Shiro's getting into a fight with Astrid upstairs. I got him.
Astrid.
He's not letting her come by, I think.
Here he is.
He's such a little bully.
Yeah, Nami's gonna come tell you that you were being a butthead.
Come on, you can come down.
No, she's just jealous because Shiro's giving Astrid attention and not her.
No, not you, dum-dum.
Nami ain't got no thoughts in her brain.
You are taking the wall with you, ma'am.
Come here.
Does he need an upstairs?
I'm trying to
buddy.
herd him upstairs.
He's
What are
headed
you
that way.
yelling at me for? What the fuck?
Go on.
Because you called me a bitch.
Go on. Go on.
All right.
Can't
Actually-
speak English.
Are you just gonna shut that top door?
I am after I refill my water.
Okay.
So, your high beams.
Quit being an asshole. Yeah, you.
Down the west tunnel, or I guess to your left, it does look, you do see a back wall, but because of where you're at, you'd have to actually practically go through it to get more information about it. Your high beams do not reach very far into the small crevice. And then the other pathway, it begins to turn.
So that one looks like a normal, like, curved hallway. That one looks like it goes maybe that way, and then who knows with the top. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We could send Larry to investigate the narrow
We
space.
could spend...
I could go.
Do you want to check the one to the left for us really quick, Titties?
Sure.
I'll
Titties.
have Larry check my little mechanical rat.
You'll have Larry go up here. Okay, so because you guys haven't gone there, I won't actually draw out too much. But what I'm gonna say, I will describe what each of them more or less discovers. Because Titties can talk to you. I don't know how you get information from Larry.
I have to find the Find Familiar card again
I think
because
that you see through their
Yeah,
eyes.
you can like. Not
I
warp
thought
it
that
to
was
them, but-
exclusive to Arcane Eye, which
Maybe.
I don't have right now.
No, you can see through familiar's eyes. You just have to. It just replaces your own sight.
Well, that's Arcane Eye's thing too.
I do
And I
not
think
have
it's-
Find Familiar card.
I think there's also a like a distance limit on find familiar find familiar for the eye thing. Because I've used that ability with.
While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has. During this time, you are deaf and blind with regards to your own senses. You're currently in your armor, right?
Yeah.
And it covers your face?
Yep.
I would say one of your options for Find Familiar is like
Like a screen.
it just like displays what Larry's seeing.
Oh yeah, since it's
And
a little
probably
mechanical
plays
guy.
like audio as well, so like you're not able to hear or see anything because you're getting the feed from Larry.
I like this.
It's all magic.
That's fun, Artificer.
So that is an option that you have if you want to take it.
I'm the coolest motherfucker.
But yeah, you have the option of also just telepathically communicating.
Yeah, I
with
will
it.
actually just look through his eyes if we're not going to keep walking while Larry's exploring.
Okay. Well, in that case,
His little eyes will change colors.
and I'm assuming you're gonna have Larry explore until like you find
The full
something.
100 feet.
Yeah.
Or...
All right. So since you're actually getting the visual feed of this, I'm drawing it out. So Larry scurries through this tight space. It weaves and weaves, and it comes out into a larger chamber. Which you can see is filled with crates and materials, and on one area of the cave, there's a massive stone door.
Great.
I want to go to the door.
From the west direction, Titties flies in there, looks around. You hear Titties go, ooh! And then he kind of like disappears from your direct line of sight. Oh no! Titties is flying back, and you just hear something slithering from the other room, from the other chamber. As Titties comes flying in, a large salamander-like creature pulls itself out of the chamber and hisses at all of you.
Is this a monster or an animal?
This is an animal, I think.
I would like to cast animal friendship with my DOS loot.
God.
Okay.
Another shoe. Replacement for shoe.
Could you describe to me the...
Let me grab. I don't have the card for it.
I shut Shiro and me in Baldwin's room with crunchies.
Titties made a friend.
The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends.
Okay, so effectively, if it has an intelligence lower than 4, you charm it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it pulls out of its cave, hisses at all of you, and...
I'd strum a little thing and get a little food out of my pocket.
And then it just kind of slides back into its
House.
Rad, we're friends for the next 24 hours.
You hear it kind of slink off and presumably go back to sleep.
He says, oh, okay, not a threat. Nap time.
Oh.
Back to bed.
Friends at home.
Ah, yes, you're permitted here.
Heck yeah. I haven't got to use that DOS loot in a while.
Was something and this is why I like this game, because I can throw a challenge at you guys and it's solved. Hey, you guys had a spell to fix this.
For a change. Okay, so that way seems to have some local fauna.
Mm-hmm.
You okay, Teddies?
We get a little spooked.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think I may have been a little bit too bright.
That's not something we've accused you of very often.
Baldwin, be nice.
Can you change glow color? What color are you right now?
He's kind of giving off like a bit of like a greenish yellow glow.
Okay.
What color is Titties?
Titties.
I keep picturing him as pink, probably because his name is Titties.
He is much more of like a yellow green.
Okay.
Like different colors.
He a little
different
leaf boy. Little leafy boy.
Yes. He is a...
What color are his nipples?
From Burgundy.
Doesn't have nipples.
Nip nops.
Everyone has nipples.
Shout out to the mammals, like male rats, who just decided, no, I don't need nipples at all. I have no need for that.
Yeah. So, alright. Got the cave back. I know this is probably hard for some people to see at home, and I apologize. We've got work to do, but you know, we're playing a game.
So the northern path has a stone door that I really want to go through.
But we can't really fit that way.
Well, you two can't.
It would be very, very tight. So theoretically we could. Me and Nakane would just have to go into bags of holding.
Not going into a bag of holding.
I'm gonna quick peek down that hall since I know that we're friends with the thing that lives in there
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Well, they're kinda. Since it wasn't far at all.
About how we're not going into a bag of I'm not going into it. You can go into a bag of holding. No.
Put you in a bag of holding.
No.
Put you in a bag of holding.
Tieflings do not go in bags
What
of
if we put
holding.
you in the other tiefling's throat?
I don't think that's
Like a
good
stork?
idea.
No. No.
Tel just shows up in the little robe of
I
eyes.
was thinking the other way around, where Tel just lays down and Nakane just does like a pencil dive into Tel's throat.
No.
Here we go.
All right. So you quickly take a look down, and there's an entire room.
That
in here.
wasn't the side I meant.
Did you mean this side?
Yeah, just to see if it was like a little dead end or not.
Oh, yeah.
The way that the salamander came
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's its nesting.
I
area.
assumed it was just a little blurb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then, yeah, okay. I will also check that.
I mean, I can erase it. You guys can forget what you saw.
I didn't even look, so.
Do you really want to go down that path?
I mean, I don't know. Did they decide if we're going to try to go around? That was the dead end, so that was probably the way to go to get there.
Yep, let's go that way then.
Instead of through the tight one.
Yeah, not going through the tight thing. Nope.
Those would be the two options.
All right. So
Don't be gross.
the other path leads out to a room where you see there's like broken up crates, ripped bags of what's now filled with effectively dirt, and there's a skeleton of some humanoid laying, just kind of like leaned against the wall, kind of like.
Do you think
I don't
maybe-
trust the skeleton.
I mean, okay. Go kick it then.
I kicked the skeleton. While also using my arcane propulsion that's built into my boots.
You scatter the remains of this soul across the cave.
Nakane makes a face at Aldwin, just like a
To be fair, your dad's a goddamn lich.
fair.
I'm gonna kind of check out the boxes.
They look like. This looks like stuff that some people may have used to smuggle before.
And then they found out that it's a cave that floods at the tide.
Yeah, there's a number of factors, but whatever the reason, whoever was here before, this is not.
It
like,
hasn't been active for a while.
No, this is all remains of dumbasses in the past.
And it's mostly supplies that weren't metal. Wonder if they
What's
were
in the
like,
boxes?
No.
I'm
sure
finding out what's in the boxes. If your dad's got more corpses stashed in here that he can teleport into.
Does it smell like dead?
No, it smells like seawater in here.
Okay.
What's in the boxes?
It's
How,
not
how are you
corpses.
discovering what's in the boxes?
Opening them.
So like just reaching down, cracking them open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the wood's probably weak enough for all that.
Yeah, literally, as you grab it with your glove, the wood almost disintegrates in your hand.
Wet.
Like it just starts kind of like falling
Driftwood.
apart. And you go to open it. Looks like there was something that may have rotted here at one point. It doesn't
It
smell
might
like
have been a
anything.
bag of potatoes once.
Yeah, these could have been food supplies that rotted. That's your best guess, but it's been long enough that
You find a box of compost.
best damn dirt in this cave.
Cave dirt.
Salamander has something to say about it.
Remud the salamander.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna continue on after
Yep.
that. There's not much else to this room.
I'm going to check for any signs that this has been even traveled.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
I would like to see if there's like any more recent paths or
Thought I'd
markers
actually
or
make you guys
anything.
roll something tonight.
You made Alwyn roll.
You said survival?
Yes, survival.
17.
Also,
17?
I realize, you know what we haven't played in a long time that sounds like a lot of fun right now?
Shadowrun.
Magic.
I was gonna say muffin time.
Muffin time.
It's been a while.
Anyway, before we get distracted, yes, survival check. You rolled a 17. You do notice that there are areas that the dirt is disturbed. So, like, it does seem like there has been walking activity through here. Maybe not super recently, but, like, you're noticing areas where, like, that's a little
Is this
bit
maybe
more...
where Hildebrandy came through?
Yeah. you're probably on the right track somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to still kind of keep my hand on my dagger at least. But
Alright. So, continuing on, you guys reach the room with the stone door. It doesn't seem to have many features on it, if any.
See, we didn't need to go into bags of holding.
You can tell it's a door because there is at least... It does have an outline of a door.
I'm gonna peek down the other hall real quick.
Comes to a dead end.
Alright.
This room also has like various crates and things that, again, pretty similar to the last one. Someone smuggled shit here. It got left here, or they might have died.
Can I hear anything through the door? If I like tell everybody to shut the fuck up and get really close to it.
I was gonna say, with people stumbling around the cave, you're hearing a lot of the sounds of the ocean as well. So you're gonna have to concentrate really hard, which unfortunately you already have disadvantage. So give me a perception check.
I have disadvantage? Oh. Who gave me disadvantage?
It was sometime the last time we played.
Yeah.
I think we made a comment about you always getting advantage, and someone's like, disadvantage.
Yeah, I feel like Severity went, I can fix that.
That sounds like something Severity would
Yeah.
Well, no, I got the disadvantage, and then I was like, what gives?
That
Y'all are always so nice to me.
that was the disadvantage that you were getting.
It's gone now. It's in the past.
It's in the past?
Now it is.
Well, now it is.
Oh.
You just gotta-
Yep, just gotta throw those dice.
What? Well, what am I?
Perception
Perception? Bad. 10.
as
Wow.
a total.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's the lowest perception I think I've ever seen you roll.
You're not really hearing anything. A lot of what you're hearing is the sounds of the water that are echoing through the cave.
Okay, well.
Just because it's
Well, it's because I normally get advantage on perception if I'm using my eyes. Like, because I have the robe of eyes.
Yes, but you gotta use different senses now.
Alas.
And a lack.
And alack. Alas, alack. A bad day for Tell.
Thanks, my mom made it. Katie said she's obsessed with my Lollipop Guild shirt. We did a outdoor escape room VR Wizard of Oz escape experience.
Oh.
What a racket. We still had fun though. What a great way to make money and do nothing. We walked like a mile block
God.
with AI generated images and story. It was great. But it was $20 for a group of up to 15 or something.
Okay.
So whatever. But my mom made us all matching shirts. And they're soft. Yeah.
Oh, I really.
Oh, I love that jersey.
Uh-huh.
That jersey material.
My mom picks good when she makes.
All right. So, you guys have pretty much explored this section of the cave, and all you have before you is a door.
Can you break it down, Aldwin?
Yeah, Tella's gonna. There's. Can I see that again? The sort of.
I can shatter it.
Well, Tella's gonna kind of tuck, because God fucking knows that we are gonna open that fucking door and there's gonna be some like bullshit behind it. So Tella's gonna tuck, I think, like just around the corner to the east. Not that far back. Just out of sight of the door.
Okay.
And like prep and be ready in case he needs to like
Fucking run.
do some shit.
Run in whichever direction is needed.
Yeah,
All right.
or cast a spell, something. He's gonna.
So,
he's
in
gonna
that
prep.
case, let's pull out. I don't really have a black, so we'll do. There's. So, that is where. About where Tell.
About where? Yeah, he's
Okay.
probably gonna kind of. He wants to be hidden if something is behind the door, but able to like hop right out
Yeah.
in case he's needed.
Alduin, have you approached the door yet?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just. Like, you're walking up to it?
Yeah.
Where
100%.
where are the two of you right now?
Oh boy.
Me? I'm probably like back a little, like north of those boxes.
Oh, so like back. We'll do. Green.
Because I'm assuming that this would have happened around the same time I was checking to see where that went.
Honestly, I'm probably with Aldwin because
So, like,
Alas.
right here,
give or take, yeah. Not a good idea. I know this. However,
as Alduin is at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alduin.
Mm-hmm.
You step in front of the door, and there's light coming. There's a momentary light coming beneath you. Nikana, you're able to see this because you're directly behind Alduin. A magic circle starts to glow under Alduin's feet.
Uh-oh.
Do I miss this?
Aldwin?
Well, you don't really have time to react as there is a very loud sound that erupts. Let me find
I'm
this.
gonna
spell
die to
here.
a fireball.
Am I gonna die to a fireball trap again?
All right.
We should really name an NPC Rob.
I am going to need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Maybe
Don't
not
for-
fireball then.
Don't forget.
I
my-
get a +5 from your
Yeah.
charisma. Thank God.
14.
23.
Okay. So, unfortunately, Nikane, you failed the save.
Okay.
So you will be taking.
It's not too bad.
Let's see. That's.
Dry erase. Honey, can you hand me the dry erase, please?
You're going
What
to
dry
take.
erase? The marker?
Yeah.
You're going to take 13 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
You will take half that.
Is that a thunder trap?
Thunder wave.
Huh. Well, the problem is that it is incredibly loud,
Uh-huh.
especially inside this cave system. So, at least for you two, I'm going to want you both to make a Constitution saving throw. You two are both deafened.
Wait, am I doing a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
16.
Okay.
This is gonna be rough. 4.
You want to use your
so-
advantage?
Yeah, no.
Hold on.
Oh, shoot. Both of you technically had advantage on your Constitution saving throws. So, You can roll again to see if you do better.
I still get a 23.
20.
Okay, then you'll take half as much damage as you did.
So 6.
And now we are all
And
even
Jade played
down.
Cured Wounds on Alduin. Jade's gonna make it up to you. Well, you've got boobies.
I have to remember how much I was doing that for. I think we were doing 3d8 at this level.
Sorry.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna let you roll that instead of me rolling it.
What am I rolling?
Jade gave you Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
D8s.
I think it was 3d8. If I fuck that up.
Wow. 2 8s and a 7. 23. I take no damage.
You feel great.
You feel great.
But we're still deaf.
Alduin, I'm curious what your spell list looks like.
As an artificer? Okay, so anything
Nakane
that's a sorcerer
flips
spell
off the
is
door.
is recognized. Anything that's an
I
artificer
wonder
spell
what
is
happens with
marked with an A.
Archons.
I know.
Okay. You definitely know what spell just went off.
What's Archons?
Yeah, what happened to us?
Okay, so you got a...
Let me look at it again. 16.
And you got...
A 4.
You're deaf.
Great.
You're deaf.
Nakane flips off the door.
Well, let me finish describing what just happened, because, Alduin, you recognize the spell Shatter.
Oh!
Hey, that's what I was.
And you know
So
where
my
you are.
armor is considered magical, so...
Yes.
Okay.
But that's not the part you should be worried about.
Ah!
You guys are in a cave.
Shit dick.
Seems like there's gonna be some rocks falling.
Hold on.
Everyone
Give me
dies.
2 seconds, Jake. Rocks fall, everyone dies, oh no!
I'm just like wondering why it went off when Aldwin stepped into it and not Tell. Because Aaron went, oh, it's Aldwin. Fuck that guy. Ripped it.
It's a spell circle specifically targeting Eddie Aldwin.
So you know how it works? Drew was asking about our D&D game.
Yeah.
I have been planning that spell circle this entire time. You are all correct because you're not going to be able to recover it. It was specifically set up for Alduin. Because Tell went up to the door,
Yeah.
and it didn't go off.
Aaron went,
But yes, how are you going to respond to this before rocks fall and you're all gonna have to...
With your permission, I would like to cast the spell Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay.
It increased my movement speed, and normally would prevent opportunity attacks, which I'm assuming is like a
Okay.
like enhanced.
Okay, yeah. It's like an enhanced disengage.
Right. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to use my bonus movement speed to shove Nakane into the next room and then get in there as fast as possible.
So basically you're jetpacking
Yes.
out.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. Alright. You know, I actually have to make another roll.
You two
Also,
better
I
haul
need the fucking
ass.
marker back.
Oh, I have a slightly different plan.
And you know what? I'm gonna use the big dice for this. Just because, you know, it's a cave.
thud.
Okay.
Are the doors open?
We'll get to that in a second. As the ceiling begins to collapse in over Alduin.
Great.
And yes, Alduin, I will let you perform that maneuver. As
Because the rule of cool.
yes, as you basically launch out, taking Nakane with you, and the roof of the cave begins to collapse in. And then you hear silence. Nothing else is moving. Tell?
I can't hear jack shit.
Yes. Well, I guess it's all silence. It's silence for all of you.
Yes.
But, like, you stop feeling
Like,
the
yeah.
rumble of the earth moving.
He definitely also has, like, a hand on the wall to make sure that he doesn't miss any of that rumbling.
Yeah. So, it does stop very suddenly, and you can't hear anything, but of course you have turned at this point probably to the origin of it.
So, I feel like
Oh, yeah.
Myth knows what a shatter spell sounds like.
Okay, cool. Then yes. Before you go deaf.
So my first thought would actually be to get into that corner that I'm near because
So
the
kinda
door is so much further.
Yeah, so basically diving out of the way.
And then deal with what comes after that.
One problem at a time.
Because I would have to, because I was looking around that corner, presumably when this all happened. I'm not going to double back, come out, and try to get through a place that I don't know if it's clear. I'm just going to go in.
Yep. So, as the ringing in your ears goes off of the shatter spell.
Yeah, of all people, I know a shatter spell.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that Alduin knew what it was, of course, because I mean, it went off at his feet.
I just made a septic tank yesterday. I know what it sounds like.
That's fucking right. Then, in that case, you probably all would know what just went off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have shatter.
You
Well-
were in the septic tank build yesterday.
What?
So, literally in game.
Oh, that's right. You did do a
Like
shatter.
yesterday.
That's right.
Just not actually, like, our yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Alduin, as you've propelled the two of you out, you see that the earth is just consumed
In.
where the door.
In.
In?
They're
In.
going through the door.
Oh, you're going in.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because the door is busting open as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm being yeeted in.
They
Actually.
are
Oh no,
going-
it's full. I grab you around the shoulders, and then my boots go off, and we are propelling through the door.
Great.
Hey, have you ever flown underground before?
Honey is not happy. There is screaming that nobody can hear.
Okay, so you're gonna have to give me a second then.
She does not like her feet leaving the ground.
Yeah, this went slightly differently than you thought.
But I can work around it.
I am aware I would not have been able to catch them. Does Tell make a break for the door, or are you in your tunnel?
I don't think Tell would be able to move fast enough to get through there.
I have,
Don't you have Misty Step?
I sure do. That was my thought, was to do Misty Step, but it depends on whether or not I can
See?
see.
Which arguably you really can't, especially as Earth is coming
Yeah.
in. As the door gets busted open, like the ceiling's starting to collapse
Yeah.
as well.
I'm doing this completely blind.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, even if it's in the air, I just need to be able to get a glimpse of, like, a spot past the door.
There's
But
going to
it's
be a
gonna
lot of
happening.
dust.
Yeah,
A lot of dust, debris.
That's gonna happen very quickly.
yeah. We'll see if the door is completely, obstructed. I think you can technically Misty Step blind, it's just dangerous.
Probably
It
did
specifies line of sight.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Misty's, it's dimension door that you,
Oh,
that you don't
that's
need
right.
to see. But that one could potentially end in disaster.
Sure can.
Case in point, skydiving.
What?
It wasn't a disaster because of the dimension door. It was a disaster because we were drunk.
And my reaction time was poor.
It's something that you could definitely do, but it's a high risk sport.
Anything
As skydiving is.
As somebody who is both afraid of heights and plays a character who is afraid of heights,
Don't go skydiving
No.
drunk. I mean, yeah,
don't go
seems
skydiving at
reasonable.
all. And yes, Aaron most likely would hold a grudge. It runs in the family.
Specifically against Alden of all people,
Yeah.
because
Counterspell.
God, yes.
No.
If that fucker's coming in here, fuck this entrance. I don't need it.
Now, I should warn you, this Eldwin does not have Counterspell.
Could you imagine if Aaron found out that this Elfwin didn't have counterspell, if that was the actual reason? Like, I broke my fucking door for nothing.
I just wanted to make the bitch spend an extra spell slot.
Alright, so you find yourselves in a fairly well carved out space. Nikane, you would actually kind of recognize this. This is very dwarven in nature.
Yep.
Born on the ground.
I grew up around a lot of dwarves because they were all grandma's drinking buddies.
But yes, you would recognize some of the dwarven architecture, especially because in certain areas of the Southern Spear, traditional dwarven burial practices. You're going to see some amount of the architecture in different places. Myth, you probably have seen...
Am I with them?
Oh, no, you're not.
It's just me and Aldwin.
I have no idea.
This is a weird party split. I don't think we've ever split the party this direction before. Oh, no, we have. The fighting arena.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
City of Gold, home of weird party split.
Alright. Yeah, so
Hopefully
you...
we're able to join up and we're not just
The roof and door behind you have collapsed in, but it seems that the structure here has actually held up quite well.
Well, yeah, it's dwarven made.
dwarven stonework. Hold up. Shock.
Aw.
They also reinforce it with metal.
Well, yeah.
So, unlike some of my counterparts, I do not have a way to get back
Aren't you
through
both
that.
deafened?
What?
Ah, shit.
The cottage
Just what I need tonight. It's in real life and in the game.
It's for your immersion.
How long does casting a spell as a ritual take?
10 minutes.
Plus the original casting time.
Yeah.
With the exception of... with the house ruling of banishment, because I wanted it to be able to work when you had a magic circle in place. And based on that ruling, the magic circle would dissipate just as you're finishing the spell.
Lesser restore our hearing?
There's one way to find out.
Hearing. Yeah, why not? I'll cast it at a low level just to, like, see.
What happens if you upcast Lesser Resto? Does it go to more people?
No. It doesn't have any specific rules for higher levels.
Can it go to more people?
No.
I'm asking you as the GM.
No.
That's weird that there's no group restoration magic.
Well, I actually think there's a good reason for that. And I think it's to make area crowd control, not have just an immediate solution to it.
You mean like calm emotions?
Yes. Fuck calm emotions and your goddamn...
the marker again.
He got so angry so quick.
I really did.
You notice how calm emotions does not calm my emotions?
It calms everybody but the GM. GM takes aggro.
Specifically Jake as a GM. I will admit, that's the most bullshit thing I've ever pulled.
I cast Calm Emotions, and then I was triggered for the rest of my life.
My favorite was when you were really sure I was
Yep.
out of spell slots, and I wasn't.
Thank you, Jadalopedia. You touch a creature that can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. Condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah, I pulled it up. It's just weird to me that there's no upcast to cast it to additional people. Like, what's another spell it does? Fly. Because if you upcast Fly, you increase the number of creatures that is affected by Fly.
See, I actually consider Fly being cast on everyone less powerful than Lesser Restoration.
I guess.
Cast as a group.
Okay,
It's also touch based, so I guess you couldn't really go with more than like
Two
two or
people.
three people.
You just body slam onto your party. You just become the biggest sized player character available so that you can touch heal as many people as possible.
I did, based on a post I saw at one point, I did come up with a cleric who healed by hugging his party members.
Great.
You do.
He wore no armor and no shirt. So he would just shirtless walk up and hug people and lay on hands.
I made the sickest little cleric for
Lay on arms.
the game I'm DMing.
You stick your arms out and everybody touch me. Everybody gets 10 points of healing.
Okay, so I'm guessing I can hear again, so now that I know
Yes.
that works, I'll do the same for Aldwin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, now what were you trying to say?
I don't remember.
Got it. Well, if those two back there were our...
Oh, I don't have a way to get us back through that, unlike some of my other Eldwin counterparts.
got it.
They don't have
Okay.
a spell to fix this.
Yeah,
I
got
do
it.
not have a spell. I am much more focused on stuff with my armor.
Okay, got it.
Iron Man.
The exact premise that I
Tony
went for.
Stark.
Well,
Stark.
if those two back in that room are anything like we were, they're probably deaf, so they will be able to hear us. And nor do I know if they are okay.
But I do recall that Myth will be able to get over here due to a certain cloak of Smunchy.
Speaking of the other two, the rumbling stops. Mostly it is just the entrance, or the door, and kind of like the nearby rock that has fallen in. You guys aren't terribly deep underground.
Yeah.
So
Is there a
luckily,
skylight now?
unfortunately, no. There would be if more of it fell.
I can fix that.
You can if you want to.
I also have Shatter. We could make this a party.
I assume that the door is completely covered.
Yeah, rocks have fallen. As far as you know, Nakane and Aldwin are dead.
Great. The pile of rocks. What size would you consider those objects? Are they larger? Are they bigger than huge?
Maybe one of them is bigger than is
Enormous.
considered huge, but like a lot of them are probably large or smaller.
Choose up to 10 non-magical objects within range that are not being worn or carried. And I can, that collection of 10 can be a group of things.
Okay.
That cannot,
Exceed a certain
exceed a certain size, essentially,
Okay.
or a size class.
Okay.
There's tiny, small, medium, large, huge.
Okay. What is the spell doing? You
It's
choose-
animate objects. I do have to cast it as a ritual, so it's gonna take me a minute. But
That's amazing.
All I'm picturing is, like, the sword and the stone.
and
With
Tellik
the
also
dishes.
knows he is deaf and assumes that Myth is deaf, so he is
Yeah,
not
like
trying
if-
to communicate this at all. He's just walking up and being like, sitting down, setting up the ritual.
If I can see him doing this, I'd be like, cool.
He's got a plan. Great. I'm just gonna sit
I'm
here for a
just-
second.
I don't have anything.
I want
for
to
this.
animate them both to get them out of the way, and then start moving the other rocks out of the way.
Okay.
is essentially my plan.
You're effectively trying to make a golem.
Kinda, yeah.
Without making a golem.
Yeah. Yep.
All of you work together to pretend to being a golem.
Yeah, you got it.
And get that way. Great.
Good job. Yeah, that's my plan.
Rock piles there.
Alright, so it's gonna take 10 minutes, so I guess we're going back to the other... Or did you have anything else other than just
Fuck.
trying to
Oh,
get...
great. Tel's got an answer.
Eventually your hearing will return
Is it within that 10-minute Spanish?
somewhere in there, yeah. Like
the
it,
ringing slowly starts to.
you start being able to...
The worst part is you don't realize if you don't speak while your tinnitus is fading, you don't realize that it is fading until you go
Well,
to
I feel
talk.
like the rocks are gonna be loud.
Yeah, the rock sliding.
Clumping, clomping around, moving each other.
Well, they haven't moved just yet.
Yeah. He'll figure it out once the rocks start moving.
But yeah, it's one of those like you don't realize it's fading until you go to talk to someone and then you start screaming them and you're like, oh, my bad.
Alright, so... The two of you. You guys find yourselves in what looks like the top of a stairwell.
Oh, I guess I could send a minor illusion through. Just to let them know we're alive.
You don't need to see
Let me
where it's
see.
going.
Can you send a paper bird?
I don't know if it would fit.
It's magical. I'm sure paper could find a way to squeeze
Because
through.
my idea was just to...
The image of a
you
little
have
paper
sending?
You
airplane
create
just
a
fucking
sound.
wiggling its way through rocks is really cute.
You create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action. So within 30 feet.
Okay, so you're basically aiming at a spot that you think they'll see see or hear the illusion.
Yeah, and I'm just going to, like, do a little pop of color. Like a little piff.
Don't you have sending?
Yeah, but
Big-
I can't hear right now. And that would cost me a whole spell slot.
Sending projects into your brain, I don't think it would actually be affected by hearing.
Or her ears are ringing. We're doing a little minor illusion.
Got it.
You guys...
We're alive.
Yeah, near the debris, you see what is effectively
A little, like...
spark, not a sparkler, but like
Yeah.
a little confetti popper.
Yeah.
Okay, they're fine. They're alive. Thank God.
Cool.
Do we want to wait for them, or do we want to descend down?
I don't know that they have a good way to get up here, honestly.
Can I hear the rocks shifting?
They haven't started moving yet.
Oh,
the
okay.
spell,
It's gonna take 10 minutes.
yeah,
Oh,
because they still have to cast the spell
Yeah.
before they can animate the rocks at all.
Okay.
Then the rocks have to...
I'm just popping to the bathroom.
Okay, you're fine. Well, let's go.
Let's take a gander up the stairs.
Yeah, let's take
It's,
a.
you're actually going down.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
let's go down the stairs.
Okay,
Ooh,
well,
I love going
mine is a strong
downstairs.
All right, let's.
I love making bad decisions. This is my favorite.
All right. Well, let's go take a look around, and then we'll come back up here and check on them in a bit.
All right.
See if they found a way through.
What's down the stairs, Jacob?
Give me just a second to...
What's down the stairs, Jacob? Tell me.
I'm working on it.
Also, I'm pretty sure that magic circle was targeted at only you specifically, or other versions.
Because
of
your
you.
dad's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah. That only targets Aldwins. And
I
his
wonder if it
in-laws.
would have also worked against me for breaking his arm as a monkey.
Or me for existing.
Maybe he just forgot about Tel.
He oddly respects Tel.
I'm not sure how involved you are in this. You seem like you're reasonable.
He thinks Tel's hot. It's the leather pants.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. Have you seen the outline?
All right. So,
Really sucks getting this far into a game only to find out there's no fucking moves left.
You're solitaire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you guys descend stairs. Is there any threshold of you guys like thinking maybe we should stop going?
Probably.
I still got my high beams on. We're fine.
Perhaps a different closed door.
Oh yeah, that'd be about it as another door.
Okay. Yeah. So
If it gets maybe a little, maybe we should like check back with the others.
If something happened here, you hope it was a miracle, but it's not.
okay. This isn't taking a terribly long time, but you guys descend until you guys actually do come across it. There's a slight curve and there's a door. This one is not a giant stone door. This one looks like a very nicely carved wooden door.
Nikane is instantly suspicious of doors.
Are there any gaps around the edges, down the middle, next to the doorknob?
There maybe a little bit underneath to give clearance for the door opening.
Would you say like an inch?
Close to like half an inch. It's fucking heavy.
The half-inch asshole ain't gonna work, huh?
I was trying to go for Larry. If it's an inch, a rat can fit.
You're
Wait!
a mouse.
It's still technically from Find Familiar.
Your,
Look at that dog.
She's like, oh.
The dog was laying on the curtain.
there's somebody else getting attention.
I transformed Larry into a spider.
A little mechanical.
And beep, underneath the door.
Are you doing the like?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Did somebody get attention? It wasn't you. Oh, just horrible.
Thank goodness for Find Familiar. Speaking of familiars, Titties was with us when all of that chaos happened.
He sure was.
Is he okay?
He's probably sobbing in his in a corner because he doesn't know what tinnitus is.
Oh, Titties! That's so sad! I'm gonna need to give that guy so many
Titties
donuts
is just
and
in
churros.
Myth's hair.
Amongst all the baubles. He just looks like one of the baubles in her hair.
In the ribbons, in the clips, and the... Either that or his churro exploded in the shatter.
And he's crying over it.
Churro paste.
Well, I don't think churro is considered an inorganic material,
No, probably not.
so it probably wouldn't shatter.
No, but I don't think they're immune to rocks.
I don't think Titties was close enough for rock.
True.
Yeah, I can hold your foot.
All right, so
Gotta have your hand held, Hanami.
I have to
That's
prepare
her
this
thing.
because
She'll do this
Yeah,
for like
this opens
30
out-
minutes.
much bigger.
You're so funny. You're funny.
In fact, it actually opens up.
Is it a lab?
It is.
Oh!
It is a.
There's pillars!
This is a. The best you can describe it is almost like a dwarven throne room.
You need to tell me no.
No.
But I really wanna.
Yeah, but the last time you approached a door, we were dying.
I'm already
for-
standing on the door, it's fine.
Okay. Going back to the other group really quickly. Sorry to cut
No,
you guys
you're fine.
off, but this
Just
is
assume
getting
that we're
close to
bickering
your
still.
your spell is almost done. As
Who knows if it's trapped already?
Myth! 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 Oh, hey, I can hear myself.
Titties.
Can
He's
we
just
hear-
been shouting
Can
myth
we hear?
the entire
Just for
time.
clarity's sake, can Alduin and I hear the screeching sprite from down below?
At as far down as you guys have gone, not quite.
No, I just think that would, in a hilarious
Played another
cartoony way,
card,
would be
says
funny.
Jade.
Yeah. So the bot is just giving us a problem.
Shock.
Grant advantage.
Who
To
has
Alduin!
More advantage.
Oh wait, hold on. No, that was...
I think I already had advantage.
You used it.
Did I?
Yes, because
Yes.
you were supposed to use it for the Constitution save. Let me refresh this real fast. Okay, yes, that is correct.
Is it though?
One for Alduin. Alright. So, this large throne room. Oh, wait, no, we were discussing you guys.
transitioning
Sorry.
them.
So, yes, Titties has just been yelling myth since they haven't been able to hear. Of course.
Hi.
What was that?
A shatter spell in a cave.
That sucked! Can we leave?
I think it's gonna get worse, and we're gonna keep going.
Oh. Being underground is weird. Alright.
I'm assuming they're okay ahead. I still haven't heard back from them. But
So, Tell. Your spell. You finally managed to wrap it up. Of course, you know, Titties has been screaming in the background the whole time. And the rocks begin to move. I don't know how intelligent these things are.
I believe they get their intelligence set to 8 or 10.
Charisma is 1. Intelligence and wisdom are 3.
Cool.
that's enough to move out of the way.
So what commands are you giving it?
Depend if the section that I animated is not enough to clear a path by itself. I am giving it the instruction: get the other rocks out of the way.
So, there's one
Like push them in this direction.
There's one big thing to consider about this. This area of the tunnel just collapsed.
Yeah,
There is probably more earth above it.
yeah.
So, probably what would happen is if they moved out of the way, more earth would fall and take its place.
Okay. So I need to figure out how to essentially make a tunnel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Congrats.
Support the roof.
You are now a 19th century coal miner.
Great.
Timothy.
Timothy? Support the roof, Timothy.
Yeah, I think in that case I would have them sort of like almost like Jenga, like build
push up.
push up and like try to form a tunnel.
If it doesn't work,
Doesn't
I can
have to be
just shatter
huge.
it smaller.
Doesn't have to be huge. It only has to be big enough for me and Myth to crawl through. So
Okay.
I will get on my hands and knees for this if I need to.
your poor clothes?
So, the
Phil's
rocks...
good at getting on his knees.
The rocks...
Sorry.
No,
Anyway.
you're not.
the rocks
Yep.
kind of... You see them, like, shifting in place and... Like, you can kind of hear the earth above it moving. Makes you a little nervous, because these things aren't smart.
Yep.
Should we maybe sit in one of the side tunnels while they do that?
And you see them kind of like... The larger of the boulders kind of like... Doesn't quite roll, but it like starts to kind of compact earth behind it a bit.
Also, if they're separate and they don't have like limbs for locomotion, they can't fly.
They can fly? Okay. So then, yes. So this thing would basically be kind of like pushing out of the way as the smaller ones like kind of make a bit of a tunnel while supporting. Like they're kind of like
Great.
getting up. There's enough space for you to maybe crawl through.
Great. Myth. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. He just he army crawls his way through.
Titties lands on the ground just... I don't know what you're talking about. This is a perfect sized hole.
Well, for you it is.
I'm going to tell you, if at any point Myth feels like she's being touched on all sides, she is going to, like, panic back up. Like...
Well, here, tell Myth go first. Myth, go first. Tell is gonna be behind you, and he's just gonna start pushing.
I will tell you, if it comes to that, Myth is going to absolutely panic.
Tell's gonna get you through.
Like,
Got your emotional support tiefling here.
like that.
From the door, you guys do hear more shifting of earth from above. And
Sounds like they're
then,
coming down.
and then you do hear the sound of a very specific pixie.
They're fine.
They're
Right.
fine.
They're coming down. No, you cannot go through the door yet.
Let me go through.
No, the last time you approached a door that close, we got almost blown
I
up.
have already approached the door, and it is
If we go into full
100%
panic mode, I
fine.
am casting freedom of movement. Just FYI.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to crawl through
Yeah.
without much of a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys find yourselves in the same kind of stairwell area as these two did, and they are nowhere to be seen.
This looks more modern.
It sure does. I assumed they kept going.
That is actually a very interesting fact about this place. It does look pretty new.
Does it look like a temple?
No.
No.
It does look like some more traditional dwarven structures, but
Okay.
it hasn't undergone any weathering or aging, really.
Does it seem like... Does it seem like it's that way because of magic? Can I make a check?
So how are you trying to check for it? Are you trying to, like, are you going to look at it?
Yeah, I'll probably go, like, to the wall and, like, look at it, touch it, kind of... He's a magic adept. He's looking for, like, signs of...
Alright.
Signs of, like...
Wards or protection magic.
Yeah.
Runes.
Runes.
Like little inscriptions.
Inscriptions, or, like, the... I imagine magic leaves behind, like, some kind of... Not residue, necessarily, but, like, a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Without
Kinda
using
leaves
detect magic.
Like residual energy behind
Yeah.
it.
I wouldn't be able to tell the type. But...
Depends on how long ago it was
Yeah.
cast, of course. But you kind of like run your hand across it. No, this is just carved stone.
Interesting.
A new addition.
Maybe.
Alright. Do you progress down the stairs?
Yeah.
And how long are you two waiting before Alduin makes a bad decision?
I'm gonna keep a fucking eye out for more of those magic circles
I
also.
will be patient
Nakane's keeping a very close
and
eye on
wait
him.
for them. I'm a patient individual who is not going to just rip open the door and go through it, despite how much I really, really want to.
Are you gonna let the spider explore a little more?
Absolutely. The spider has earned its exploration.
So I'm assuming that, because a lot of stonemasons in general tend to leave identifying marks on their work. Are there, like...
You'll have to give me a perception check if
Okay.
you're looking for that.
I'm gonna be checking near, like, especially around, like, doorways and that, where normally you would see that sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, and you said perception?
Yes.
17?
You do actually find an engraving of a maker's mark. But I'm not sure how familiar you are with individual makers.
I would probably know if it was, like, one of the more frequently contracted ones in the area.
So, more modern
Yeah,
archetypes.
like, is this part of the
No.
local, like, okay.
You do not recognize this mark at all, but you recognize it as a maker's mark.
Okay. Well, they're either from not around here, or they're not a very big builder in the area.
Okay. Interesting that it seems.
Nakane will also kind of be looking around with, given her familiarity with.
Does it seem dwarvish writing, though?
Yes,
Okay.
it does seem dwarvish writing.
Okay.
One of the things that you're noticing, at least in this area, Nakane, I'd say there's not a whole lot of paint.
Would that seem unusual?
For relatively newer carvings and stuff, they would actually decorate certain stones with paints
Okay. So this is either older
under construction,
or under construction.
because that's one way that you can not have paint on it is haven't gotten around to it, or
It's ancient.
yeah.
And it takes a long time for paint to come off rock if it doesn't get weathered.
I'm probably gonna settle that it's probably ancient. Maybe.
New.
Because Nakane can't imagine too many would come out,
Right.
but she also doesn't know this area very well.
Yeah. Eventually, you guys get a point in the stairs, and he's. Oh, hey, it's Nakane and Alduin. Why are you just standing there?
Because the last time Alduin approached
Can I open the door now?
Because the last time Alduin approached the door, we all almost got blown up.
Can I open it now?
Carefully.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Those were good
I
times.
boot the door down!
Good thing we're at the other end of the room.
All right, so
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
I should probably stop trying to see if there are stair railings if we're kicking a door open, huh?
all right, so Alduin, you give the door a boot. It's not locked, and it swings open. And inside is this carved out hall. You guys have descended far enough down that it seems like, I mean, this fits in the area that you're in. You've gotten to the bedrock of this part of the area. There are pillars that run the whole length of it, and the most notable feature is the massive throne that sits at the end. There are 4 additional doors, each at. So, this is the door that you guys came in, and then of course there's a door here, 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 and then a big set of double doors right at the opening.
Could I borrow a phone charger?
There's yeah.
Now, I think this is actually a perfect time for us to call it.
Oh, then I guess I don't need the phone charger.
Because, well, it is 10:43 now.
Yeah, it's getting close to 11.
And I want to be able to open this up for questions, but first thing I have to ask is, how did you guys enjoy tonight's session?
It was good.
Great. Great.
Now, anyone from the audience, if you guys have questions, please put them in chat. We will do our best to answer them. Some of them I may choose not to answer.
Hehe.
There was something I was about to say. Oh, so we are moving for the summer. I don't know if we've announced this, but we're kind of moving to once a month. We're not sure when the specific dates are because the scheduling demon.
Yeah. Summer is busy.
Yeah.
Summer is busy. We're all a little bit tired and wanting to do some things on weekends.
I'm about to start
Like cooktown.
construction.
Yeah, you're going to be doing construction. I have more concerts and conventions.
I still need to get around Jade's neck of the woods so that we can go out and get
Yeah.
some foods and stuff.
Yes, so thank you guys for bearing with us and joining us when we can. It's we do this for fun. This is, obviously isn't a career for us.
No.
So do things on the weekend illegal.
Meg is in Finland for the next 2 weeks, so we might not be able to make the June thing. But
Wait, who's in
we're
Finland?
trying. Meg.
Oh.
She's going for a big music festival.
Megalodon.
Yeah, and then it will be a 2-week check too, because she wants to go there for a year on a nomad's visa.
What music festival is she going to?
I would have to ask.
Okay.
her. It's a big outdoor one. I know.
Is she gonna be okay? Are her camp chairs gonna get dirty?
Listen, she let her boyfriend watch her cats at his house with his dog for the next 2 weeks. So they're gonna get married.
So they're gonna.
Yeah.
Those cats have never left to be watched. I can certainly tell you that. Mm-hmm. And
What are you talking about? It's not like you've driven over there 6 days a week when...
I've always
When-
been the one to watch these cats, unless Aunt Wendy does.
Yeah, so we will try to let you guys know when we are going to be able to play next.
I do have to send you a message while I remember, Jade.
But yes, do we have any questions about the session? I know it's mostly been us bullshitting because we're all crazy.
And it's been a while since we've all gotten together.
Yeah, I've kind of been taking a hiatus from
Oh,
video game
also,
streams.
since we have the stream here right now, our current plan is to play a lot less frequently.
Yeah, we brought up the once a month thing.
Yeah. So,
At least until things change.
Yeah, because in a
And
month
we-
my best friend comes. I haven't seen her since 2019.
I'll have my knife
Oh my
back
God.
by then, right?
Is it Great
I'll have
Lakes
my knife
Crossing?
back by then, right? Yeah, remember I asked you to sharpen my knife?
Oh, yeah.
You are not stabbing my best friend.
Okay.
I haven't threatened to stab Matt.
I am...
Go ahead.
Jenna, go ahead with your
You don't
question.
even have to threaten, you can just stab him.
I would more likely hurt myself than hurt Matt. And I would never be able to hurt Matt. One, I would...
What was written down to
I could
discuss
hurt
later
him.
about
I
the
hit him in the
shorts
face with a
debate?
shovel.
Oh no.
Yeah, what was written down about the shorts debate?
Okay.
Did you write it down?
Okay.
It was long sleeve tee versus tee.
Okay. No. So there was a discussion during the break. We did talk about it. And
And I was right.
Hold on. You convinced me
Concessions
because we
made.
went to the linguistic side of things and actually looked it up. And
Shorts is actually short for
short
short
trousers.
pants.
Yep. And we had a small discussion about t-shirts.
Yes. Which,
And how vests are not t-shirts because they don't have the shape of
A tee.
a tee.
Yeah. So
But long sleeve t-shirts and
I-
3/4 sleeve t-shirts.
I
are still
concede
t-shirts.
to this shorts debate. I am wearing short trousers. So I am wearing pants. But I also can't be the one to give that update. Oh,
Too silly.
t-shirts are just short for Tyrannosaurus.
Also, for any of our game developer friends that are in the stream, okay, because I know Severity shows up sometimes,
Severity's here.
Humble Bundle has a 2D pixel asset bundle going right now.
Ooh. I'll have to let my other game developer friends know.
Maps.
And a maps bundle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Didn't realize
That's separate from the 2D pixel art bundle.
I'm gonna start learning back-end development.
For what?
You can use a lot of the languages for video games, but just in general, I'm gonna be learning
Oh.
like Java, Python,
Oh,
all that stuff.
That's actually the area of expertise I went into when I went to school, was doing back-end development for things, because I am far more interested in data structures than I am in attempting to make graphs.
I just fucking hate Python. I just don't want to learn Python, but I have to. If I want to be paid the way that a scripter coder gets paid, a programmer gets paid, I need to know.
You need to know, like, the most powerful scripting language
Mm-hmm.
that's available.
If
And then I can demand more money for my job.
honestly, if you want to make the most amount of money learning how to learning a simple language and getting paid a lot of money for it, learn Cobalt.
Oh my god, that's right! Cobalt is...
Because Cobalt is a very old language, but it's a data structure that a lot of companies have been using for so long they can't move away from it, but it's not being currently taught.
So a lot of older places are losing huge amounts of knowledge base as people retire.
Yeah.
Because no one is learning Cobalt anymore.
Fun job tip.
This is one of those things where the internet is upheld by
I just don't want to fucking pay $40,000 to go to school. Is the thing.
You don't need to learn
I know.
code.
Oh, I know. It's just.
But they want the degree.
They want the degree. So I need to be able to. I need to find a program that is much cheaper that will let me learn and then also build me a portfolio. So I can be like, I don't have a degree, but I can do this. Like, here's my portfolio. I know how to do this job.
Honestly,
Degree or otherwise.
I was gonna say, honestly, if you just need the degree, it sounds like community college is almost good enough.
It's still way more expensive.
Yeah.
Like, boot.dev is like $400. You know what I mean? Like, and they will build me a portfolio.
Alright, so we don't have a whole lot of other questions, other than the whole shorts debate one, which settled. Shorts are short trousers, or pants.
To Jake's chagrin.
I think it's stupid, but whatever. I can be wrong and still think it's stupid. But yes, thank you all for joining us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Catch you all another time.
Goodbye.
Bye.